things. All the things. Alright, that should be YouTube whenever that comes on. Hello, are we live on YouTube as well? I think we are. There is so much stuff to talk about. There will be no intro. The only intro there will be is a minute or so of me messing around with the settings because, oh my god, today is a wild, wild day. I didn't expect such a big drop of news, and then we still have Gamescom to go through. I think Gamescom starts in an hour, so we do have a little bit of time. And then there's the monkey game, which I also want to talk about. I'm not playing the monkey game. We'll get to all of it. We'll get to all of it. Alright. That's there. That's the chat. Nice. I've been doing a lot today. Today has been a very, very productive day for me. And I'm also like 2/3 of the way done with the next video. So maybe, the video might even be early this week. Alright, let me turn that up. And the vertical stream as well. Hello, hello. Alright, very nice. I don't need Patreon. I don't need the script either. Alright, there we go. We are now live on everywhere. The scuffed intro is now over. It is time for us to start talking about all the news, of which there are many, of various kinds. So, let me make sure that we have it all set up and we'll get right into it. I definitely don't want to show you this. Just for OPSEC reasons. Alright, let me open up all this. Very good. It's the monkey game. And before we start going through everything, I guess I might as well check if there's anything even more that is dropped. I don't think so. Only Gamescom stuff, which we'll get to in a bit. Alright, cool. Let me bring up the interwebs. And let's get to all the news. Opera, there it is. And there we go. It's working. Alright, that said, last check. Very good. Everything's working. Alright, so today, we have a very, very eventful day. Like I said, first of all, we have not the Game Awards. Gamescom is happening in precisely, I believe, 55 minutes. I believe. There should be some sort of countdown or something. We'll see. We'll figure it out. There's the monkey game, which we want to talk about, which has already broken records. It is insane. But more importantly, and this is what we'll start with. Last night, there was a very ominous post by none other than Oda about the live-action series, Netflix's One Piece. And today, as I expected, we got the news. Precisely when I expected, 4 p.m., as usual. So let's go through it. I saw a bit of it, but it's big news. Let's get right. Also, I just realized the camera's not zoomed in, so you see the light. Hold on. There we go. Now there shouldn't be like a mystical orange orb in the side of my room. This is big news! Newsku has just delivered something special from Oda-sensei, and it's filled with excitement and anticipation for Season 2. Big reveals are on the horizon, Straw Hats. Brace yourself for the journey ahead. Let's read through this whole thing. As usual, it is just literally... This is how I write. It's just like 5 paragraphs of ramblings. This is how I write, because you need to get across every single thing you want to get across. There is no room for brevity, no room for making things like more, you know, just getting across information. No, you gotta throw in a few jokes, a few goofs and gaffs, all the good stuff. Let's read through all this. Also, very cool to see him draw all the Straw Hats. That's fun. Yes, the live-action One Piece is currently in production with filming well underway. The story will cover Logtown, Reverse Mountain, Twin Cape, I didn't even know this was a title for that, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island. Did you notice something missing there? Something very major perhaps missing. No Alabasta. Now this is something we've gone in circles about. And I would like to say that I was right. But I was also wrong, because my immediate gut check was always that they would adapt Alabasta, because it doesn't make sense not to. Like, from purely a, I am adapting One Piece, what are we gonna adapt, like, now? It just made perfect sense that that Alabasta would be included. But I always kept coming back to the point of, Season 1, the biggest complaint was that it was too fast, right? And if you go back to Koroto's Mystery Shack and look at my videos, big surprise, the one arc that is split off from the rest is Alabasta. Because Alabasta is very long. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to get into, right? And funnily enough, I'm pretty sure this is actually the same split in videos that I had too. Because I think Logtown was its own thing, Drum Island and Whiskey Peak and Little Garden were its own thing, and then Alabasta was its own thing. So, yeah. This is basically what my videos look like too. Personally, and I'll read the comment in a second. Personally, I am actually probably more positive about this than if Alabasta was included. We'll read through the whole message, but I will elaborate on why. Very concerned about One Piece live action with no Alabasta in Season 2. I love Drum Island, but I don't think it works as a satisfying finale at all, as it's not really all that connected to Baroque works, and while Paul is not going to be able to fill the season villain role in the way Arlong did or Crocodile would. And I believe what they're going to do is they're going to lean much more heavily on Smoker, on potentially Buggy, and potentially Kobe to fill in that gap. Because we know that Buggy worked very, very well, right? I believe there is a lot of stuff that the live-action version can draw on now that they have the benefit of hindsight. Number one, Blackbeard. Blackbeard is literally name-dropped in Drum Island, and is completely forgotten. Like, he is name-dropped there, and that is where my meme came from. If Blackbeard is disappointing, I will drop One Piece. That is where that happened. His name is first dropped in Drum Island, or Drum Kingdom. So that is number one. Number two, I think it will be much, much better to actually linger on the Straw Hats, because fact of the matter is, we haven't had enough time with them. So Season 2 could just be a builder season, right? Which is, I guess, now a bit of a cursed trend, because, you know, House of the Dragon, same thing, people didn't really like it. Number three, Gold Roger. Gold D Roger. That's where this is name dropped. So going back to the flashback could also be interesting. Another thing, considering this is a live-action production, perhaps giving us a little bit more of Dragon could also be a good call. Because in the anime, fact of the matter is, like, if you adapt Dragon as he was in the anime to live action, I think a lot of people would be confused. Because that is not, like, typical storytelling at all. The fact that he shows up and literally disappears for years. So, you know, a lot of flashbacks. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a Roger flashback with Crocus. I am almost certain that we will see something along those lines, yes. Yes. I think the best thing they can do is basically have like a constant through line of the fact that this journey started because of Roger, right? So with Crocus, we have that. In Logtown, it would be very nice if they adapted the bar scene. I know that was filler, but that was very, very cool. So Roger's there, and then Roger mentioned on Drum Island. Roger's like this constant through line. You know, that'd be very, very cool. Oh, his message is so rambly. Makes me think he has ADHD. This is how I write. This is literally how I write. I always ramble because that's just how I communicate. I like talking about all the intricacies. All right, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Think about it. Imagine how much cast I continue... Wait, what? Imagine how much it'll cost, lol. But whether it's the script or the cast, I continue to insist on this and that, which makes Matt, the showrunner, go, ah, and the Netflix go, no, and Tomorrow Studios goes, wah. Proper voice acting from yours truly. Thank you for enjoying the performance. As they all pull their hairs out, all that, even though we grew so close to making season 1. Well, yeah. I think, the funniest thing about One Piece in live action is the fact that it gets, like, exponentially more expensive. It's not like a... Usually with TV shows, once you have, like, some sort of fixed investment, the rest of the episodes become cheaper and cheaper, right? Because you've already invested a lot of stuff to make the thing possible in the first place, right? With One Piece, though, not really the case. It just gets more expensive. But it's because we all share the same passion for the show. Just as with last season, they've gone out of their way to promise that they won't put the show out until I'm satisfied. This isn't in the contract, you know. Wait, what? This isn't in the contract. Oh, it's a verbal pledge. I hope you can appreciate how... Maybe this is him already giving himself a way out. Maybe the reason why he's saying it's not in the contract is just in case he can be like, wasn't me? Wasn't me. It's not mine. Not mine. I didn't make it. Maybe that's why he put it in there. Maybe. I hope you can appreciate how amazing and determined they are for keeping their word. And they've certainly proven their ability to bring this world to screen. I just can't wait to see it. Meanwhile, the previously announced cast is compiled on the official X account. So go check it. Please, Oda. Please, my man. I understand this is probably done through like a PR person. Please. Please tell them it's Twitter. Please. The Grand Line is an even more expansive world. You may wonder, what was the inspiration behind that kingdom? But how would it connect to the real world? Naturally, the distinctive cast members have been assembled from around the world, and I can't help but get excited thinking about how the adventure has already begun. Among those yet to be announced, what about Vivi and Miss All Sunday? What are they doing with Chopper? We can't announce everyone all at once, but starting tomorrow, we'll be announcing more cast members over 3 days, August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Look out for those and stay tuned for more exciting updates to come. I need to see my boy. Where is my boy? I don't care about the rest. Where is my boy? I just need to see my boy. Okay. So, I think I'm actually happy about the fact that it's not going to be Alabasta. I think I am. The more I think about it, the more I'm probably like, yeah, this is the right call. I think this is the right call. Just joined. I'm glad Alabasta isn't in season 2 because I don't want the thing to be rushed. They can tease Crocodile, I assume, at the end to build hype. Yes, I agree with you. I think it all depends on how fast season 3 is going to come out. And the only thing with season 3 now is how are they going to be doing after Alabasta. Because after Alabasta, it is immediately like a new saga, right? So where is going to be the breakpoint after Alabasta? And we still don't know how many episodes this is going to be, which is another bit of a issue. Why do you have 2 streams on YouTube? Because one of them is vertical. It's in the shorts feed. I get why from a pacing perspective, and I actually agree with that. Just concerned about how they're going to pull it off, especially with the way streaming shows have gotten axed too early recently. I don't think you need to worry about One Piece getting axed at all. That, I think you can basically throw out of your mind and not even worry about it getting axed. The only thing you need to worry about is sentiment among viewers. I think One Piece could easily pull 3-4 seasons, I think is basically guaranteed. I can't see it getting cancelled for basically any reason whatsoever. I just can't right now. It has, like, I've talked about this in videos before. The value chain of One Piece is just so indestructible right now that I think even if the live-action production starts to slip, it still makes sense to keep it going as a loss leader. Literally just because of that alone. I think it can easily lose like 50% of its viewer base and it would still keep going. Maybe not 50%, 50% is kind of extreme, but it has a long way to go before I think Netflix actually considers cutting it completely. Have you heard that Oda said he hears Makenyu's voice when drawing Zoro? I did. We talked about that on stream. I think that is like extremely good. It's basically, to sum up what I said there, it's the same thing we've seen with George R.R. Martin and Viserys, right? He said that the show's Viserys is better than his Viserys. And like, no, I don't think Kirkman said it. I think that's just me. In my brain, when I read Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead, I also see Andrew Lincoln. It's just a sign that they've done something right, you know? And the most interesting thing to me is how this will affect, because it will affect. No matter how much people want to deny, the fact that Oda actually thinks of Makenyu in any capacity when writing Zoro, you can bet your ass that right now when he's writing Zoro, he's writing Makenyu. Because now he has an actual face to attach to the character. And that is extremely powerful. So I wouldn't be surprised if the characterization of Zoro does drift closer to Makenyu's performance. This has happened before. We've seen it. We've seen it. Alabasta is so much longer than 8 hours. I could see them doing Alabasta in 8 episodes without it being stretched out. Let's just go right to the source. Let's go right to the source. And the source is me. Koroto's Mystery Shack. Of all the elements... One Piece Saga. There it is. So, when I was covering the series... Oh, these are actually up. Nice. So we did Logtown. So this is just Logtown. This was with the filler arc, right? Then I did Reverse Mountain to Whiskey Peak, Little Garden to Drum Island, and then Alabasta was a longer video than all of these before. So, yeah. Yeah. I think slowing down is the right call, basically. I think slowing down is absolutely the right call, and just focusing on the crew more is just a good call. And I think if they're gonna do Alabasta in live action, they should probably focus a lot more on the local conflict of Alabasta. Because in the anime, I feel like we never really got to see like a lot of the war in Alabasta. We just saw like the main crew, and that's about it. Alabasta would be most of the season's budget if included. And that too. Like, for me, it's not even like a money question. I think it's just a good creative call not to include Alabasta. Because my biggest complaint of this entire show, and this is true for Avatar, it's true for just about any live-action production, to be honest. They constantly rush through stuff. The reason why we love these series is because we spend a lot of time with the characters, and I feel like that is like one thing that I can absolutely say about the live-action. If I wasn't a fan of the anime and the manga, I don't think I would feel like anywhere as close to like Luffy or Nami or Zoro or whoever else as I did with the anime. Just because of how much longer you spend with them. I don't think it's even like a what story there is, how much story there is. I think it's literally just a seeing small scenes and sort of getting a vibe for the characters, you know? So I'm very happy that they're going to just be slowing down. I feel so vindicated it's ending at Drum Island. I just hope they make... I hope they basically take advantage of that extra time. Because if we speed through, like the chopper stuff, I'm gonna be so sad. Season 2 needs to end with a bang to make noise and have more viewers. I think the best way... The easiest way they can do that is exactly what Black Sails did. Blackbeard. Have the final scene of the season be Blackbeard. Literally just show Blackbeard. It doesn't make a lot of sense because Blackbeard isn't introduced immediately. But I think if you want to drum up hype, showing scenes of Blackbeard and Crocodile and like all the heavy hitters is a good call to build hype. Because everyone knows Blackbeard. Everyone loves Blackbeard. Blackbeard's cool. Oh yeah, by the way, you're mentioning parts, right? One thing we need to remember is that there is a very good chance this will be split into multiple parts, right? Because that seems to be like what Netflix is doing now. They did that with Cobra Kai, and this is also happening with Stranger Things. So they have like a batch drop of like the first 8 episodes. But the season as a whole is actually longer. I would love that. I would love that. To be fair, though, now that we know that they're not doing Alabasta, I think it's going to be 8 episodes again. Unfortunately. I don't see Drum Island as a finale, especially for live-action only watchers. I thought about it, and Croc vs. Luffy round 1 would have been the perfect season finale. And that's what I mean. I think it will be very important for them to draw on the like long-term stuff, right? So whether that is already showcasing Crocodile, another thing I can see them doing is finishing the season with the first scene we see in the anime of Crocodile. So it's that scene of him like atop the building and like yelling on top of the thing, right? So basically just showing how Crocodile is looming over Alabasta. That's another thing that they could just leave off on. I think they need to take advantage of the Goldie Roger mention and the Blackbeard mention. Those are the two things that if they expand on, I can see people being incredibly excited. Source, me. I was incredibly excited. I was very excited. It does not have to be 8-episode seasons. We could get 2 6-episode seasons. I mean, Netflix, I don't think, really does short seasons. They're doing shorter seasons, but 6 episodes sounds kind of short for Netflix. I hope the rumors of them filming seasons 2 and 3 back-to-back are true. Same. I haven't really seen anything concrete, but, I mean, I hope it is. Because I think filming back-to-back is like a surefire way that we can ensure that these things come out faster. You know? Because with a lot of these series, something that people don't really seem to think about now is momentum. You know? When a series has good momentum, people are constantly excited. The problem with Netflix is that they're doing the batch drops, which kills momentum, because you watch the whole thing and then you forget about it. And then there's like 2 years in between seasons, which kills momentum, and then you forget about it. You know? One Piece is an exception. It is an exception. It is an absolute anomaly, because it has the anime that's coming out again, it has an anime that is coming out right now, and it has the manga. So there's a lot of stuff going around One Piece, but still. I think there is definitely a question of momentum. My brother, who is in his late 30s, is now watching the anime because of it. I mean, one of my favorite factoids about the live action, and I used this in a video recently too, is freaking Asmongold's dad. He's watching One Piece live action. That's like something that to me was completely, I never expected to see something like that. They showed Ace at the end of Drum Island and revealed the Will of D in the manga. That, in addition to Blackbeard, would create a lot of hype. I think so, too. I think with Season 2, they really need to do with... I think the biggest strength of Season 1 was world building. I think they did a lot to make... And I mentioned this in the video, too. The East Blue felt like a sprawling, like, open world, almost. You know? With a lot of things going on. And it was great. It was like you were thrown into this world... and you were immediately curious about what is out there. Personally, I didn't feel that way when I started the anime. I didn't. I think the first time I started feeling that was around Jaya, and especially like around Eni's lobby. I was like, oh, and I literally had like that brain expanding meme, you know? With the anime though, I feel like that is something they nailed right off the bat. And in Season 2, if they do that tenfold with introducing Blackbeard, I think they can really, like, sell that sense of, you haven't seen anything yet. We have so much in store for you. You're gonna love this. This universe is bigger than you could ever imagine. And I think that alone will, like, immediately create curiosity. Explains a lot about casting. Yep. Because a lot of people were worried about casting certain people. Well, now we have the answer. The reason why they weren't cast is because they probably don't exist. I felt for a while they couldn't cram Alabasta into Season 2 and do it justice. I mean, we went in circles around that all the time. But yeah. The more I think about it, the more I think this is, like, the best call. 100%. I saw that video of Asmon talking to his dad about it, laughed so hard, it's amazing. Yeah. And that's like I mean, I use it as a joke, but if you extrapolate that for casual audiences on Netflix, that is insane. Can you imagine, like, how big of a reach this wacky pirate story had? And I do think the biggest appeal of One Piece is literally just the fact that it's a pirate story, and there hasn't been a good pirate story in a while. Like, there was, what, Pirates of the Caribbean, Black Sails, and the HBO show, but that's like a comedy, I think. I haven't watched it. There just aren't a lot of pirate shows, and I think One Piece really took advantage of that. Because I think there is a desire for more pirate TV. Season 3 with Alabasta and Jaya with the cliffhanger to Skypiea sounds good. I think using Skypiea as, like, another... Again, it's the same thing, right? Like, spurring curiosity of the viewer by telling you that there is a literal sky island. That is insane. That is insane. That is like, oh, this wacky pirate story just got even wackier. We're gonna go to the sky. You know, I think that is a very strong hook for Season 3, yeah. I love those little drawings Oda did for each of the actors. Same. I'm glad Oda is really having fun with it too. Because I don't think... You know me, I'm extremely cynical. I'm extremely cynical when it comes to these things. But it does genuinely, to me, seem like Oda is actually having a lot of fun with this too. And somewhat connected to this, by the way, the next chapter is apparently shorter. And, remember what happened last time when Oda was getting involved with the live action? We got a lot less manga. So, it might be happening again. I think we're gonna see a Roger flashback, yeah. You think we get to see Zoro try and chop his leg off? I don't know, but I want to see how they do the Logtown sword throw. I want to see that. Him chopping his leg off was always such an out-of-pocket thing. I don't know if they're gonna do that. I hope that they stick the landing with Mr. 3 like they did with Buggy. Because I did not like Buggy in the anime. You all know this. I hated Buggy. Buggy was annoying. And then Buggy in the live action came out and I was like, bro, this is the best thing ever. And the same thing for Mr. 3. I initially didn't like Mr. 3. I thought he was annoying. And then I grew to love him. Our flag means death. Yes, that's the one. Mashing Alabasta and Jaya together would be a structural mess. Like Wapal got to be a final villain, but not Crocodile. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I guess they... But that's the thing, like, we are thinking about the seasonal structure in the sense of it's going to be a final boss, and I don't think they necessarily need to do that. I don't. Because that's kind of one of the great things about One Piece, you know? There isn't a final boss. We just keep chugging along. So in a way, maybe like if Crocodile is like the big boss of Alabasta, obviously, I don't think it would be bad if we actually kept going. You know? Because obviously Season 1 definitely ended with Arlong. And Arlong is the final boss of Season 1. That makes sense. You do raise a good point, yeah. I didn't think about it from that perspective. I hope Makenyu at least does the Zoro pose in Little Garden. I think the biggest thing I'm sad about is that we haven't seen the characters' gags. Right? Like, Zoro got lost, but he hasn't been, like, sleeping and snoozing and stuff like that. I wish we get a few more, because, again, that is one of my biggest complaints about the anime, that it does too much of the gag, but the live-action version basically didn't do any of it. Jai also intros... Yes, there's that scene of, I think it's Lafitte, going, like, to the world government or something. Yeah. There's a lot of, like, throwaway stuff there that most people don't realize is not throwaway stuff at all, including me. When I think back and I remember, like, some of those small scenes, I'm just like, what? They can lean on Smoker or really focus on Vivi as a Straw Hat, so we all cry again on our send-off. That would be good. That would be good. Also, hello. We're talking about the One Piece announcement. End the season with the ships falling from the sky. I think that would be an incredibly strong hook, yes. I think if they do, like, the ship falling, that would be extremely strong. But now that you mentioned it, yeah, Like, structurally, Season 3, if it's just Alabasta, the biggest thing for me that I get stuck up on is how are they going to do Crocodile as a villain? Because theoretically, they could sprinkle in a bunch of B-plot. You know? They could sprinkle in Smoker doing things. They could sprinkle in Buggy doing things. They could sprinkle in a lot of stuff that doesn't really, like push out Alabasta, but it makes it feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. You know? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know, I'm very much of two minds about this, because when I also think about Alabasta, the thing that I always forget is that when I think of Alabasta, I imagine Crocodile stabbing Luffy. I imagine, like, Vivi screaming out, you know? I imagine all this, like, super iconic scenes, but then I remember the entire start of Alabasta is freaking Ace destroying a whole fleet. That happens at the start of Alabasta, and I always forget about that. So maybe making it into a whole season actually does work. I don't know. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to first talk about Season 2. And if I'm looking at it in isolation, I think this is a good call. There are definitely some worries about it in the long run, about like how are they going to do Alabasta on its own, and whether or not that might hurt momentum. But I think purely for Season 2 and the stories they want to tell there, I think making it a separate season is absolutely the best call. And the more I think about it, the more I think it's the right call. Lafitte getting into Marie Joie's peak cinema? It kind of is, yeah. It was pretty cool. I'm still convinced that Season 2 will end with the start/approach to Alabasta. I can see us approaching it, but I can't see it actually... Like, think about it from a money sense. Why would they invest this early to making Alabasta an actual thing if they're not going to be, like, immediately working on it? It doesn't make sense from a money point of view. So either it's going to be Alabasta, or it's going to be nothing. I think there could be some sort of teaser, but it's going to be a teaser. I'd rather have them take their time. Same.
This year, but
as the pre-show. Could be that Season 2 and 3 will be released so close together that as we approach Alabasta, we get a couple of months break, then Season 3 is Alabasta for real. I would love that. I would love that very much. Very, very much. That'd be great. But I don't know what Netflix is gonna do. Because the production times for One Piece also depend on, like, the weather and stuff, right? Who's to say that they won't make Alabasta a big movie like they did with Rebel Moon? I would be down for that. I'd be down. Because at the end of the day, a lot of Netflix's productions are like movies anyway, right? If they're gonna like literally release them in batches, it doesn't matter. If this aired weekly, I'd be like, no, get your movie nonsense out of here. But if they're gonna just release it all at once, I mean, it doesn't matter completely. Like, what is it gonna change? Because we're gonna watch all of it anyway. Is the Navy the good guys here? Theme of Alabasta with those characters? I hope so. I hope we really... I freaking love Smoker. Smoker is a logo. They need to focus on Smoker a lot more. Can you fit all of Alabasta into one movie, though? No. You can only fit it into a movie if it's Lord of the Rings extended cut. Which would be like 4 episodes. And even then, I don't know. It sounds like we're getting Chopper, Vivi, and Robin. I think those are the fairest fairest shouts. Yeah, I think it's going to be them 3. Gamescom starts in 23 minutes. It's the pre-show right now. I just checked.
But he's not.
This is not like the actual show yet. Whoops. The Rebel Moon Snyder cut is about 7 hours long. Oh my god. Has Charlie talked about... Please tell me Charlie watched it. Charlie Moist Critical, has he watched it? I need to know whether or not he's watched it. I watched his videos covering it and like the whole slow motion thing. I need to see if he has seen the whole thing. I want to hear him rant about it all over again. Weather shouldn't be an issue while filming Alabasta. It's all in the desert. I've got no idea how they're going to produce it. I've got no clue how they're practically going to shoot it. So, who knows? He did? Brilliant. I need to watch his video on that. The episode of Alabasta is kind of, yeah. I don't like the episodes of at all. They cut way too much. They cut way too much. Desert doesn't mean that it's sand everywhere. It's actually a very rich biome. I mean, there definitely were like a bunch of different different looks for Alabasta too. But yeah, basically, I think we've yapped about it for long enough, considering it's like a small message. TLDR, I'm happy about this. I think this is the right call. I trust the production team. I trust that they know where they're going. For me personally, they have enough goodwill from me that I am ready to seek out whatever they're gonna make in however many years. I think this will make a better second season. I don't need to worry about the third season. That is their worry. Season 2 will be much better because Alabasta is not included, regardless of how long it is. I think Season 2 will benefit from the fact that it is not overshadowed by Alabasta. Season 2 will not be the journey to Alabasta. Season 2 will be just Season 2, with its own separate stories, with its own separate adventures. I think that is a big W. So yes, I'm happy about this. I think this is a good call. W's to Oda, W's to Tomorrow Studios, W's to Netflix, W to everyone involved. Who do you think we're getting casting? I think it's going to be Robin, Vivi, and Chopper. Because they teased them in the silhouettes already. Those three. We've already seen the Giants, by the way. The Giants were one of the first people who were cast, I think. I think Bragi and Dory were cast, like, right away. They'll hire Mr. Beast to film. I don't think they want to hire Mr. Beast. Just putting it out there. I don't think they want to hire Mr. Beast. Just my thoughts. Alright. That said, there were a few more things I wanted to talk about. Unassociated with One Piece before Gamescom starts. So, people really enjoyed returning to Monkey. Black Myth Wukong has now broken 2.2 million players on Steam, making it the highest played single-player game ever, and second all-time only behind PUBG, officially passing both Counter-Strike and Palworld. Wow. WoW doesn't even begin to explain what I think about this. Let us look at SteamDB right now. How's it doing right now? So it has peaked. It has finally peaked at 2.2 million. This is insane to me. And I couldn't be happier about this. Now, I am not one of these people. And I am not one of these people, not because I don't want to play it. I really, really do. The reason why I'm not playing it is because a World of Warcraft expansion comes out. A WoW expansion comes out literally in a week. So I don't want to rush Wukong. But I will play it. I will play it. I'm trying to, one thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to become more of a patient gamer. I don't want to jump on the train right away. I don't want to be like, you know, rushing in line to play games. So I'm going to wait. And then I'm going to play Wukong. But you could not be, you don't even know how happy I am about this. Because now we have freaking Baldur's Gate. We have Elden Ring. We have Palworld. We have all of these games to finally show people that your freaking live service, no one cares about. Your live, I wrote this right here. Live service provides great value to players. Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, Palworld, and now Wukong publishers finally begin to see that people will happily pay for just a good game. It's that simple. It is that simple. You make a good game, right? And you don't need to worry about, wait, what if I hit the bingo and people give me money for 15 years, as is in the case of like World of Warcraft or GTA 5. You don't need to think about that. You just put in like a little bit of money, make a good game, the game pops off, you make a lot of money, job's done, move on to the next game. Don't even worry about it. This is such a big W. I love it. I've been following Wukong for I don't even know how many years. I think it was first announced. It's been a long time since it was announced. And I saw it there, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. So, depending on how good the WoW expansion is, I might play it soon. If the WoW expansion is really good, I'll play it in a little bit. But I am very, very happy about this. I am very, very happy about this. And the fact that it's a single-player game, too. That's insane. That is insane. I hope this sends a message. I do. I do. It's not about the money, it's about sending a message. Actually, it is about the money. It's very much about the money. One small thing. One small thing. Small Avatar news. Casting call for Ursa, Longfang, and the Earth King. This isn't really big news at all. It's just that they're going to be included. Lady Ursa being included could be interesting, that they could include the backstory from the comic books, right? But the thing is, and we sort of I haven't talked about it much, but the more stuff that comes out of the One Piece, not the One Piece, I'm freaking One Piece is on my mind now. The more stuff that comes out of the Avatar universe, the more flimsy their lore becomes. There's been a bunch of contradictions, a bunch of things that seem like plot holes, and a bunch of stuff that is, I don't know how true any of it is, right? So it could be interesting if they do include it, but it's kind of odd. Because the Avatar Roku novel, the one that just came out, it has a bunch of things that sort of retcon some important things. Is the Avatar thing just live action? Yes. There's nothing about the animation has come out. We know literally nothing about Avatar Studios and what they're cooking. Well, it's not like we know nothing, but the stuff we do know is not very good. But this is just a very, very small thing. One thing I've heard down the grapevine. One thing, small thing. There could be another filming delay. Not confirmed. Not confirmed. But I've seen people talking about that October 7th might not be the actual starting date. Not sure how true that is, but we'll see. We'll see. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, this. Bloodborne. I might finally be able to play Bloodborne. Now, there is still a long ways to go. There is still a long, long ways to go. But they are making great progress with finally making Bloodborne work. This is insane. It now boots and everything. Look at this. Obviously, it's messed up. Of course it is. But it works. I've never played Bloodborne. I've never played it. If this is how I play Bloodborne, it'd be so good. The only thing that makes me worried is that I might not be able to play it this way on stream because it's an emulator. There have been cases about that before. But we'll see. We'll see. If this is how I experience Bloodborne for the very first time, that'd be very, very funny. But man, this is such good news. No, I've never played Bloodborne at all. Nope. Haven't played it. Because it's a freaking PlayStation exclusive. I'm not buying a brick. Look at my shelf. Look at my shelf. Look at my shelf. I've got enough bricks. I've got enough bricks. Those are old bricks. I have my Xbox laying around somewhere, but And I lost my PlayStation 2. That's a PlayStation 1 right there. That's the first one. That's a Wii. And I have my Xbox somewhere, like, down there. The last PlayStation I had was a PlayStation 2. And the only PlayStation games I played was, like, at friends' houses. That was, like, 3 and 4. I'm never buying a console again. Why would I do that? I've got enough bricks. I don't need another brick laying around my house. Ain't nobody got time to buy consoles. Final thing, before we get to Gamescom. This was the weirdest thing I've seen in my life. There is a... There we go. There is like a freaking... Like some sort of ride or something? That came out. I need to turn off the music because it's copyrighted. But there was like an Attack on Titan ride happening or something. It's like an attraction of some sort. And they made a trailer for it. And they had like full-blown models. I saw people talking about that Eren looks weird. I think he looks completely normal. He looks like a completely normal man. I don't know why people were being weird. They look like completely normal people. Sasha's eyes look a little bit anime. But even she looks like a completely normal person. Whatever the case, they made a trailer. This is obviously compressed because it's Twitter. But why does this actually look really good? It's incredibly compressed. So yeah, it looks like a potato. But in terms of graphical fidelity, it's actually insane. I saw this, I was so confused. It's just for like a freaking attraction of some sort. I don't even know, but look at this. This is insane. Like, bro. Look at this stuff. Almost live action. I wish this is how we got the freaking live action announcement. It could be a test of sorts. Also, notice that... Can you... Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it under my face. Hold on. Eren doesn't have a shoe on. He's missing one shoe. It's lore accurate, by the way, because he had like the... He chopped off his leg, right? It's lore accurate. They gotta make a live action. They have to. They absolutely have to. Look at Reiner. What a Chad. Look at Levi. What a Chad. It's wild to me how normal they look. They look so normal. They don't look like anime characters at all. Like, all of this looks completely normal to me. That's, like, the biggest thing. I see the Titans, I'm like, yeah, that's how they would look. We need Attack on Titan live action. I know a lot of people are very, very, like, oh, they would mess it up, but I got one big counterpoint to all of you. One very, very big counterpoint. A live action would be exactly as the anime. You know why? Because it's all CG anyway. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. This is not an argument. This is a fact. Not an argument at all. Not an argument whatsoever. It's a fact. It is a undeniable fact that the final season, the one that everyone loved, is CG. And what do we have experience with? CG. Putting it out there. Just putting it out there. I think Attack on Titan is the biggest... Actually, no, I say that, but it's not true. I was going to say Attack on Titan is the biggest, like, bag of free money that has ever existed. That is not true. The biggest bag of free money is actually Death Note. whoever gets Death Note and adapts Death Note, which by the way, Netflix is adapting Death Note. That is still happening. That is the biggest bag of free money. I think Attack on Titan's number 2. Because I think both Death Note and Attack on Titan have mass appeal that something like Full Metal Alchemist doesn't really, you know? Because I think for a normal live-action audience, Full Metal Alchemist is like A tier, whereas Death Note and Attack on Titan is S+ tier. Sounds about right to me. And funnily enough, the pirate theme of One Piece also managed to be S+ tier. So, alright, that said, I think it's time to get ready for Gamescom. Just got recommended the stream randomly. Gotta say, I love your Attack on Titan retrospective. Keep up the amazing work. I will do. I will do. I will do. The next episode is already in the works. Already in the works. Next live action is Your Name. There are a lot of movies that they could also easily do, yeah, but I'm more so talking about long-running series, because a movie is pretty easy to do in live action, because it's already a movie, right? They tried Death Note before. We all remember how that went. Well, you say that, but there was also a Death Note live action production in 2006, and that one was actually very good. So that's not even true. It's not even true. I do remember how that one went. It went very well. It's a good thing. And genuinely, hold on. I gotta back it up with facts. Japan, Death Note 2006. This one right here. This one is good. This one is actually good. I think the only thing the Netflix version did better was Ryuk. Aside from that, this is actually really good. It cuts out a lot of stuff because it's pretty short, but it's really good. Showrunner, Stranger Things, yeah, it's the Duffer Brothers, and that's why I'm hopeful about it. Because I think if they're putting the Duffer Brothers on it, it probably means that they want to give it like a proper shot. All right, that said, let me make sure that I have everything set up, and we'll get into all the Gamescom stuff. All right, I do have everything set up. Unfortunately, people on I think there's some sort of drop happening. I think YouTube doesn't have a drop. Unfortunately, but if you're on Twitch, you can get a drop of some sort. I don't know what it is. But I think there is some sort of drop. L YouTuber, YouTube, not YouTube. Now, if this was someone else's chat, that might almost warrant a instant ban. a small spelling mistake. Better watch out with those small spelling mistakes. All right, let me bring up. Should I bring up Gamescom on Twitch or on YouTube? I think both are fine, right? Why are there two of them? Okay. There we go. I turned off the music for now. I'll turn it back on when we get closer to it. This is it. Gamescom. The thing I am incredibly excited about. Right here, right now. There's probably going to be some sort of WoW announcement, which I am all here for. I want to see the WoW announcement. Actually, hold on. Before I start yapping, let me make sure. Okay, we're good. So, if there is a WoW announcement, I'm going to be very, very happy about that, which I think there will be. I think there will be like a 11.1 announcement, just like we saw with Legion, probably. So that's number one. Number two, Civ 7. I gotta see Civ 7. We know Civ 7's gonna be here. I need to see gameplay. Civ 7 is probably my most anticipated game right now. The Diablo 4 Season 2, yeah. I haven't played Diablo 4 in a long while. I think the last season I played was 3 or 4. Right now, I have all of my games lined up. I'm gonna play the WoW expansion. Then, I'm gonna play Wukong. Then after Wukong, I want to play a different build in Elden Ring. And then around there, I think the Risk of Rain DLC is gonna release. So I'm gonna play the Risk of Rain DLC. And then we are still waiting for the Hyper Light Breaker game. And then I'm gonna play that. And then around there, Rogue Core should be released. And then I'm gonna play Rogue Core. And then after Rogue Core, I'm probably gonna go back to WoW. I have everything planned out. None of it is probably gonna come to fruition because stuff will be delayed, and then I'm just gonna keep playing WoW or something. I wish we had time. I wanted to talk a bit more about the Ashes of Creation situation. Because the Ashes situation has gotten even more spicy. I'm glad that people are pushing back against the whole alpha thing, though. Because my biggest problem with Ashes right now is the monetization structure, not the sub cost at all, but the skins. I think that it's like they completely destroy one of the core appeals of an MMO. Do you guys not have phones? I mean, Blizzard did say they're making... It wasn't Blizzard, it was Microsoft. But they are making, like, smaller teams to work on smaller games. So, you joke about that. But there is actually a good chance that there will be some sort of Blizzard mobile announcement. Oh! By the way, hold on. We have 2 minutes. It's fine, I can still manage. I just realized why people might have been confused. Why are there 2 streams? It's because one of them doesn't say vertical. They're literally the same title. I fixed it now. If you are for some reason in the vertical stream and wondering why the hell is the stream vertical all of a sudden while I'm on PC, it's because you are in the wrong stream. It's been a minor misinput on my part. I have now fixed it. Because there are 2 live streams now. Well, actually, there are 3. I stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube, and I stream on YouTube again, but this time in vertical. Path of Exile 2. I am excited for Path of Exile 2, yeah. I hope that Path of Exile 2 comes out when there's not a lot of games. Because people keep saying there's not enough good games. Bro, what are you yapping about? I literally want to play Wukong right now, but I can't because WoW is coming out. There's so many good games I want to play that I'm actively putting off playing a game. And you're telling me there are not enough good games? What are you yapping about? I'm gonna need time to get into Path of Exile 2. Alright, let me unmute the stream, and I think it's basically time.
Officially just seconds away. Thank you for hanging out with me here and Mucho too. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.
I need to start thinking about getting an SM7B. I've still got a Blue Yeti. Everyone's got one. They're expensive though.
Please welcome your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
There he is. It's Jeff.
Guten Abend, Gamescom! And hello to everyone watching around the world. This is opening night live from beautiful Cologne, Germany. And we have our biggest live audience of fans ever here at Köln Messe. Over 5,000 people together as a community.
That's too many people.
Celebrate our love of games. And of
That
course,
is
millions
too many
of you
people.
watching online around the world. Welcome. We have gathered for the grand kickoff to Gamescom, the world's biggest in-person video game event, and this is our 6th opening night live. Now tonight, for the first time, we have a live sign language stream of ONL to make the show even more accessible. Thank you to Kaborski, who's signing the show right now. Thank you, Kaborski.
Big dubs. I was surprised
Now, while
that like a
the
lot of
game
countries don't
industry
have
certainly has
this.
faced
Because like
challenges this year,
our like
I know
national
that
channels
O&L
on
will get
TV,
you
they all
excited
have
about
people doing
what's to
sign
come
language
later this
for
year
news and stuff.
in 2025
It's
and
always been like
beyond.
that.
Now, over the next 2 hours, you're going to see world premieres from studios big and small, including, yes, some new game announcements you're not expecting, and
I
some
sure hope so.
surprises, so get ready. From Monster Hunter to Indiana Jones, Dune to Civilization, Call of Duty to Marvel Rivals, the most anticipated games
Gamescom
will
or
be on
Lamescom?
stage tonight because they wanted to be here with you guys at Gamescom, and I am so honored and grateful to have the opportunity to present these games to you.
All right, give me
So
Civ.
Gamescom, Sensi Variety for the world premiere. I tried it. All right, here's our first world premiere, a brand new game announcement. This one hasn't leaked, and it's exclusive right here.
It hasn't
at
leaked?
O&L.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Oh no, it's space. 2K games, not actual game. Ashes of Creation? What is this? What is this? Gearbox has so much stuff that I like now. I can't dislike them because Gearbox owns Risk of Rain. I'm not legally allowed to dislike them. What the hell am I looking at? Is this Talos 3? No, it's not. It's Borderlands. Not gonna lie, not very excited. I think Borderlands 3 was kind of eh. Borderlands 2 is still the best one.
There you go. All right, that's right. Borderlands 4 is coming in 2025.
I mean,
Next
that's all
up,
right.
October 25th marks the release of Call of
That's
Duty
all right.
Black Ops 6. To debut an extended look at the campaign gameplay, please welcome John Zuck and Catherine
This is where I
Anderson
sleep.
from
This is where
Raven
I sleep.
Software.
Black Ops returns with an epic story and signature blockbuster action.
Maybe
where
I
players question
maybe
everything and
I will come
trust
back to Black
no one.
Ops. Maybe I
It
will. I
features
joke
an
about it,
all-new
but maybe I
campaign
will.
With 16 new multiplayer maps, with the return of classic Prestige and Theater mode, and 2 brand new Zombies experiences on day 1.
The only
You'll
reason
see
I will
live
is
MP
Game Pass.
Zombies and
I'm not buying
Warzone
it.
gameplay at the Call of Duty
I'm not
Next
spending
event on
$80
August
on this.
28th. And starting on August 30th, you'll be able to join the MP Open Beta to try out the brand new Omni movement system for yourself. But today,
What the hell is the
we're
Omni
here
movement system?
representing
Is that
the
like
Raven
Titanfall?
team, who's leading the campaign in partnership with Treyarch.
The Black Ops 6 campaign is set in the early 90s, a time of global turmoil and uncertainty as the Cold War comes to an end. You're joined by legendary characters Frank Woods, the Grizzled
Yeah,
Vet,
Game Pass is the only
and
reason
Russell
why I would even
Adler,
consider
the
it.
ultimate wild card. Together with new allies Troy Marshall
Because I'm
and
not going to
Jane
play it for
Harrow,
more than 1 month
and
anyway.
unbound by normal rules of engagement, you'll unravel a mind-bending conspiracy. In the mission we're about to show you, our rogue team has targeted a senator attending a political fundraiser in order to gain access to a top-secret black site underneath Washington, D.C.
This is Most Wanted.
Is this a game that is it just going to be like full of conspiracy theories? Because that's fun.
Get what we need from the senator, and grab Adler from the black site before anyone knows what's happened. Camera actually works.
Sometimes I surprise even myself.
Let's just hope Sav and Case can get the retinal scan.
Senator's on stage now. Use your camera to get a better look. The senator isn't giving interviews tonight, and he doesn't go anywhere without his security detail. I've marked a few leads that could help get you close enough to do the retinal scan.
Not to be a graphics
Take
Andy,
your
but
pick.
why do they look so
Got it on
plasticky?
good authority that the senator stole some.
Maybe they have makeup because it's like a whole meeting. Maybe. A bunch of them look like very plasticky.
Blackmailing a senator with sex tapes. Can't beat the classes.
I've cleaned up another of your messes.
Lee Grisham, head of security for Aldrin Energy.
Grisham might be our way to McKenna.
Oh god! Bro just got deep fried.
I modified the infrared image to highlight the capillaries in the senator's retina. It should have just enough resolution.
Their contract to Nintendo?
They took me during shift change. Knew our schedule somehow. Started shooting.
It must be Pantheon. We can do this loud or quiet. Go.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, the graphics seem incredibly inconsistent because this looks incredible, but like when there were close-ups on the people, they looked so plasticky. This is insane. Look at that! Yikes.
Guess Woods got my message.
The old man says you're worth it. Better be right. Sev, we got the prize.
Good. Now get out. Fast. We've got party crashers up here.
Great. You good to go?
Am now.
Okay, well, they clearly looked at Payday 2 and just said, let's do that.
Take cover!
Not that I'm against it.
Stay low until that minigun stops spinning.
There's anything big? If you mean in terms of Gamescom, no, it just started. There was Borderlands 4, and now there's this. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It's Black Ops 6, right?
Stay down.
That works.
These Pantheon guys literally sent the big guns after you, Adler. How's that feel?
Like progress.
Up through the service hatch. You two first. I'll give you a boost. You first, Adler.
Someone needs to make a game that is like this, and it just like has every single conspiracy that has ever been created, and, like to explore them through a realistic lens. Like, one of my favorite things to do is read lore, you know? Because all of these weird conspiracies, they have so much lore. It's so interesting, like, seeing how people came up with it. A lot of those people are... Well, they're people, but, they've come up with interesting stories. You know, it's like that saying of, reality is stranger than fiction type of vibe. Because someone, I think one of you told me when I was... Because I don't know anything about this. Apparently, this game will be, like, super conspiracy, super weird, Cold War era vibe, you know? I would love that. Just make a game with all of them. Have it be insane.
Man, you're heavier than you look.
Thanks. Hope you have a plan B.
Same as plan A. Go up.
How long is Gamescom? It's 2 hours, I think.
Let's get moving.
I mean, you gotta give them one thing, right? Because I'm not like a huge Call of Duty guy, but you gotta give them one thing. They're showing you gameplay. They're just giving us straight up gameplay, and that is massive W nowadays. They're not like shying away from it at all. They're literally just showing you how the game actually plays. That's a win in my book. What the hell is that?
Dad, we're ready for exfil. What's the play?
No play. This place is surrounded by cops. We can't reach you.
Also, I just realized, if this is the Cold War, what's going on with the technology here? Okay, I'm just not gonna think about it.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Because I think some of this tech looks like you know, the modern Call of Duty.
Anything like this before?
No. But I don't see any better options, and I'm running out of bullets.
Let's just say it's alternate history, and they developed a lot of weapons and stuff. I guess.
Let me on 10 o'clock.
Keep them off
So now it's doing Far Cry. The animations are really good. I mean, that's all right. Early 90s? Well, to be fair, I know that, like, you might be able to tell I'm not a military guy. But from what I know, that a lot of the weapons that we now think of as almost futuristic, they're actually from, like, the 70s or something. They just were never used, so we never saw them. That's at least from what I understand. So it could be a case of that.
There you go, Black Ops 6. More
Maybe it's not
coming at Call of
futuristic
Duty
at all.
next.
It's just
and now I'm honored
exactly
to
what
introduce my
was already
co-host
in the
for
90s.
Opening Night Live. You know her from her years of hosting League of Legends esports around the world.
All right,
Did
what's
you know
this?
that she got her start as a competitive Unreal Tournament player? That's right. Please join me in welcoming to ONL, Shocks.
And hello, Gamescom. Thank you for the warm welcome. Unreal Tournament, that is quite the throwback, but I am so excited to be here tonight revealing many of the games on Opening Night Live and highlighting events happening during this Gamescom week in Cologne. Gamescom really is the best week for games worldwide every year, and I am so stoked to be back here
this
with
time
you
she's
all
right,
celebrating.
because there's a lot of games coming
Now,
out.
it is my pleasure to share a message from Gamescom to you, our gaming community.
Dear future me, I hope you are happy. I hope you visit wonderful places.
You know what the most messed up thing is?
That you
Whenever
have
I
friends
see a
from
ball
places
pit in
far
one of these
away.
conventions, I immediately think of a couple of years back.
that you always
There was that
have the
girl
best
who like broke her
adventures.
back. That is just
That you
permanently
fight for the
burned into my
things you
brain.
love, and that you
I
love
think
the
like
things you do.
genuinely hearing about that story has
Dear
completely
future
like
me,
in my brain
my favorite
just said
thing
like
in the
if you
world
ever
is to
see one of
play.
these, do not jump in them.
Do you like to play too?
They're probably not safe. But I think that wasn't Gamescom. I think that was something else.
Yes, the future is here and we are ready to play. Let's take a look at this fun trailer.
AK-50 in the game without realizing it was a YouTuber's gun? Yeah, I don't know about any of that. What is this? I wasn't paying attention. What's this? Remasters Award. What is this? I like this. This is cheeky. I like this. Is that Arthas? Wait, is this... Are they clowning on bad I love this. This might be my favorite video they've ever shown. Okay, I like this. That's San Andreas, okay. I don't know what that is. Same. I thought they were clowning on bad remakes, but now they're just showing just random remakes. Because, like, Skyrim never really got a remake. What the hell am I looking at? Was that Assassin's Creed Unity? I've got no clue. Skyrim released on 30 different platforms, but none of them were really like remakes per se, right? They were like the definitive editions. Is this freaking Goat Simulator? Oh my god, it is.
Yeah. In my opinion, that looked like the GOAT of all remasters. Okay. Well, we are expecting hundreds of thousands of fans at Gamescom this year in person, but if you cannot be here with us, don't worry. You can join us virtually.
Take me back to the days where Goat Simulator on YouTube was peak content.
You can explore and discover what the world's gaming
I
industry
remember
has in
freaking
store for you.
people playing
And our
Happy
very own
Wheels
Gamescom studio
and people
is here
playing
for all-day
Goat
coverage of the
Simulator.
event. So tune in to
I have to
Gamescom
admit, I laughed at the reveal.
Studios broadcast by
They did
IGN
a
on
very,
Twitch
very good
or
trailer.
on
They did.
YouTube.
Freaking Arthas looking in the mirror and the face being
We
messed
have
up.
some
That is
news
great.
on Persona 3 Reload, and it's
I
next
need to finally
DLC
play Persona.
Episode Aegis, the answer.
It's one of
Coming
those
on
games I know I'm
September
gonna
10th.
enjoy.
It's time to
I've heard
reveal
so
a
much, but they're so
surprising boss
long.
fight coming to the game.
People have told me
Tomorrow
Persona
and all the
5
days
and
after it
Persona 3
will be
are
March
both good.
31st.
Good games to
It's
start
like
with.
Tartarus all over again.
There is a strong connection between all of you and what's happening.
Let's just open it. Then we'll know. Something's wrong.
Ravage them!
You'll never see it
The best part about this is I know all of these songs because I listen to them on Spotify. I know all of these songs.
Little Joker
I
fun
think I know
there.
most of the
All right.
Persona soundtrack.
Next up, we have another new game announcement for you right here, exclusively at Gamescom Opening Night Live.
So what you're saying is this one leaked.
The tracks lead this way.
No shot, it's Resident Evil. No, it's not. Oh, it's gonna be the Dying Light thing. This one leaked. This is Dying Light, whatever the hell this is. It's like a multiplayer Dying Light spin-off. I hated Dying Light 2, I don't care. I sleep. It's Dying Light B, the Volatile, or something else. I sleep.
On me.
I know what this is. I know what this is. I already saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Dying Light 1 is a better game. Buy Dying Light 1, play Dying Light 1. Dying Light 1 is one of the best zombie games ever created. It's not even close. Dying Light 2 doesn't even hold a candle to Dying Light 1.
Contact!
It's a cool trailer, though.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Wait, hold up. It is some sort of weird spin-off. I'm adding just to the... Well, I need to add this to the list.
Kyle Crane is back in a new zombie adventure set in the Dying Light world with 20 hours of gameplay, a new open world region, and more.
Okay,
Dying Light, the Beast.
I'm sorry,
Next, today
Tech Light.
marks the launch for the most
You might have me.
wishlisted game right now on Steam, and also, last I checked, the biggest single-player game ever on Steam with over
Wukong.
2 million concurrent players today.
It's Wukong.
Black Myth Wukong from Game Science.
Start with the new
in
remake, it's
China,
really
which is
beginner-friendly.
Also out on the PlayStation
I might do.
5. And right now, we've got the reveal of the launch trailer for you.
An old-fashioned expansion? It sounds like it's a standalone game. It doesn't sound like an expansion. I can't look at this because I want to play. I'm not looking at it. I want to play this game, but WoW expansion's coming. I'm not looking at it. I'm not getting excited about it. Yeah, it's cool. I know it's cool. I know. I'm not looking at it. Yeah. Cool animations. I know. Then I gotta play it. Then I gotta play it. But I gotta be a patient gamer. Too many games. I need to play WoW first, then Wukong. But that looks so cool, bro. That looks so cool, man. Bro, that looks so cool. Why you gotta make such a good game? Why you gotta make such a good game? Just calm down. We got Elden Ring. Just give me a few years off. Just like... Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. Return to Monkey. Well, that is so... That is certainly a transition. That is a transition that exists. I was like, what the hell? Imagine going from like friggin' the super mythology, super like grandiose dark fantasy to just Dragon Ball. From Sun Wukong to Son Goku, something like that. Ah, 3 days early. Remember what I said? It's never going away because people have no self-control. Every single great game will now have early access. If you don't have money, too bad. You will not enjoy a game launch with your friends. You won't. Because there is a rich tax. Well, it's not a rich tax. It is the inverse.
Battle cry proves how committed Jeff is.
Why do they have to do this?
Let's check the Soch with our sideline reporter.
What am I watching?
These contenders, but the JK machine is leading the way to the finish line, and the chat is blowing.
What is all this? Death traps, unapproved nicknames, and
I think the early releases is
marketing friendly description of the game. Not to mention a perfectly timed transition to the world premiere trailer for King of Meat. Ready for action?
Not gonna lie, that's a good ad. That is actually a very, very good ad.
And fame pouring from the sky.
I think the 3-day early access is probably the monetization practice that actually affects the most people, and people just don't realize it yet. Because I think it fundamentally messes with how you experience the game. More so maybe than even skins. But maybe that's just for terminally online people like me. I don't think I'm the target audience for this game.
This is King of Meat.
This doesn't look like a game for me.
Still got it, Keely. Still got it.
Good job on squeezing in the Wilhelm.
Welcome back to Opening Night Live for real this time, and that was the announcement of King of Meat.
I mean, it's a very, very good trailer, to be fair.
4 players from Glowmade in Guildford, England, and Amazon Games for console and PC, and you can sign up at kingofmeat.com for future playtests. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about making these shows is that we get to introduce you to brand new games and teams like this one to reveal their first game from their new studio, FuzzyBot. Please welcome Tatania Dislova and Max Spielberg.
Imagine the pressure of not missing. What in the Fortnite is this? It just looks like Fortnite. What is that?
Guys, welcome to ONL. I'm very excited to share
Imagine
this game
the pressure
with
of
the
not
world.
messing with their
Can
names.
you tell us a little bit about your studio, first of all?
Yeah, well, first off, it's totally surreal to be here right now. We started the studio back in 2020, and the majority of us had come from the AAA side of the industry. And at the time, we were just thrilled to have our own game, our own IP, and we could never expect being on this stage tonight at the end of that.
Bleach?
The vision
Yeah,
for
I'll
our
know.
studio started with the idea of dreaming big and building smart. The concept for our first game, even early on, felt very unique and full of heart, and this helped us bring together a very passionate team of talented developers. It's through their skill, dedication, and true love for the game that we're able to be here tonight, going way beyond where we thought we'd be.
Well, I got to play this a few months ago with you guys. I had a ton of fun. Tell us a bit about your game, Linked.
Yeah, so our debut game is called Linked, Banner of the Spark. It's a co-op action hack and slash with a bit of roguelite and town building elements. And so we blended these ideas together to create this cozy yet highly kinetic action game for players to brawl, build,
So it's like
and befriend a
Satisfactory
crew of
plus
adorable
Minecraft?
robots. In it, it's the year 3000, and you're going to take on the role as one of the last remaining humans on planet Earth.
Oh.
Allying with a friendly bot faction, you're going to aim to take down the combat.
So I guess we die. I guess that's the
destruction.
canon. I guess we're
Players
dead.
can play alone or with friends in this vibrant world of robots.
Or a simpler way that I like to describe it sometimes is you go out and fight the evil robots and then collect their body parts to build a sustainable town of your dreams while saving the cute ones. We are incredibly proud to finally reveal the delightful world of Linked Banner of the Spark, and we hope the players get as much joy out of playing it as we have built it.
All right, I want to see the game, but this looks
Well,
like
we're very excited
Satisfactory
to show
plus
it
like
to the world
Minecraft.
For
It's
the
like,
first time, let's take a look at the world premiere
know.
reveal trailer. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, it's a freaking. No, this is not for me. It's not for me. It's an isometric game. This is completely different from what I envisioned. This ain't me. This is not for me. I thought it was going to be like an open world type of deal where you just run around and collect stuff, but no, it's like a... I said it's Satisfactory plus Minecraft. It's actually like Ratchet and Clank plus like... Diablo, I guess? I've never been a isometric game enjoyer, so this is just like immediately he's like, Well,
I think we can all agree on this fact. Fishing makes every video game better.
That is
Now,
true.
One of the things that I love
That is
about
a fact.
Gamescom is that it is a safe place for our diverse gaming family.
Oh, I thought there was
going
gonna
to
be a fishing game to follow up that with.
Gamescom Cares that shares social and environmental responsibility projects that we care deeply about. Thanks to all of our partners who help to make this happen. You can learn more by scanning the QR code below.
Every MMO needs a fishing mechanic.
And now, the first look at the gameplay of Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
What's
a
that?
narrative adventure from the creative minds behind Life is Strange.
Oh. This just looks like Life is Strange, though.
Honestly, Swan, I'm glad, but slightly surprised that you showed up tonight.
When I saw your text, all these memories came flooding back.
Hey, she actually showed.
So this is Life is Strange plus
I
Stranger
remembered
Things.
Nora, her energy.
Shit! Where's my fucking pick?
The Tharp one's her favorite.
I remembered you.
Nice one, Autumn.
You were the coolest. Skateboarder's wisdom. Never land on your wrist.
I want to see you skateboard, Autumn. I remembered Kat.
Whoa, watch out!
She was like a firecracker.
I don't think I'm the target audience for this again.
This is serious. We're gonna need a real band name.
How about Bloom and Rage?
How could I forget?
It's actually It's actually freaking Stranger Things.
Last week, my mom found a package on her doorstep.
Spooky.
Wait. Our bloomin' rage? Are we in trouble?
Okay, what's this?
You'll excuse me if today's sermon is a little different, but
Oh, it's probably No More Room in Hell 2 probably, right?
I wanted to tell you all we failed in our duty to God. We were told about all
If this is No More Room in Hell, I'm already hyped for this. I don't need any more convincing.
of the last days of this earth. I know this is
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is what I like.
the other place. It's full. So the dead walk among us.
Yep, No More Room in Hell 2. I'm already excited for this. I don't need any more convincing. I've already wishlisted. I'm already locked in.
That game looks great. It's a new
does.
look at the 8-player co-op of No More Room in Hell 2 from Torn Banner up in Canada, where there are deadly consequences of not sticking close to your teammates, and I cannot wait to check that one out.
Same.
All right,
I'm very
our
excited
next
for that.
game, it's been a long time coming for this next one. At the Game Awards
Civ 7?
2021, Embark Studios revealed
Oh,
Arc
no.
Raiders, a game that immediately struck a chord with players around the globe. A stunning future Earth where menacing Arc machines threaten humanity's attempts to rebuild. Well, Arc Raiders has evolved a lot since then, and now it's finally time for some news on what's next for this exciting action survival shooter.
Show
Where
me.
do we go from here?
That's cool.
You've told us nothing of this place.
That's cool.
Look at us now.
Arc? Is this that Arc? I think this is something else. I don't think this is the Arc.
Playing with fire.
I think this is a completely different thing.
Everything to lose. But even more to gain.
Wow. Well, never mind, I guess. I thought I was gonna be shown something, but I guess not. This is Pal... Is this Pal World? This is not Pal World, right? This is not... This is definitely not Pal World. What the hell is this? Yeah, I think I'm buying day one. I think this is one where I'm pre-ordering. Same. I think I'm locked in. Hell yeah, I'm locked in. Where do I buy? Where do I buy? This is, by the way, what goes on inside of my brain at all times, just in case you were wondering. This right here. Everything goes from Fantasyland to me fighting a big boss, to me suddenly being on a catapult, and then on a train going across water. This is a peek into the brain of Koroto. I literally have no idea what I'm even looking at. What is this game? Is this a game? The coziest... This is what we like. I'm not even gonna play this, but this is what I want. I'm not a huge Warhammer guy. I've never done anything to do with Warhammer. Maybe this is where that's going to change. Because I saw the first trailer for this, and I was like, hell yeah. So maybe. Oh, that's it. I freaking hate the early thing so much. Vermintide? I have Vermintide 2. It was given away for free. So I could play it. This is Apex, right? No, it's not Apex. It's not Apex. I don't know what this is. What's the One Piece news? We talked about it earlier. It's about the live action. I've got no idea what this is. It looks like a mobile game. Is this like a third person? Not an RTS, but like a... I've got literally no idea. Predecessor, play free now. I sleep. It's like a third-person Dota
right
almost, I guess.
Predecessor, a MOBA shooter built by an indie team
MOBA.
from the ashes of Epic Games' Paragon. If you remember that one, it enters 1.0.
Yeah, so it is. It is from Paragon.
Next up, Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games. It is nearing release. And tonight, yes, we do have news on the early access date. Check this out.
What's early access? Do I need to give them money?
My son, are you clear of mind and stout of heart?
Do I need to give them money? Because I'm not giving them money. It's 100%. Oh, yes!
Are you ready to sacrifice? Sacrifice everything to become the savior?
I will.
Do you have the strength to
Hell
sweep
yeah.
aside this
Literally a
world
cool helmet
and
on
build
screen.
it
Hell yeah.
anew?
I must.
What the hell was that? Death become my blade once more, dude. Why does it look so crisp? It looks so crispy.
Now, are you ready to fulfill your destiny?
Hell yeah. When's it come out? When's it come out?
Yes.
November 15th. November 15th. I might play it. I might play it.
Well, that looks absolutely great. Can't wait for that one. And now, Gamescom is known for the cosplay, the vision and dedication
The one thing that,
cosplayers put into their
to
craft
me,
is an
Diablo always had a
inspiration to us
stronger
all.
appeal is
And
because
see
I
these
always
amazing
thought that Diablo's
cosplayers, you
vibe
can
was
tune
more
into the
consistent.
Gamescom Cosplay
When I look
Awards
at
on
Path of
Saturday,
Exile
August
2,
24th at
I
5
see like a
p.m.
lot of weird
And
Eldritch beings,
if
but I
you're
don't
into
really
indie
see it
games,
in the same way that
you can
Diablo
watch
just
the
has
best indies
demons
of
from hell.
Gamescom in our
You know, it
Gamescom
has a
Awesome
very...
Indie
I
Show
think Diablo's
tomorrow at
lore
8
is
p.m.
incredibly
on Twitch
strong.
and YouTube.
I love
Enjoy
Diablo's lore
exclusive
a lot.
announcements and interviews, all
Whereas with
packed
Path of
into
Exile, I feel
an
like it's a bit
exciting
like a bit of
one-hour
everything.
show hosted by
Maybe I just don't know
Thompson.
enough about it.
Plus,
I just probably
the
don't know enough
Gamescom
about
event
it.
arena, that is where I am standing right now, and all of you are.
I'm definitely gonna
It is
play
the
it, though.
biggest and most elaborate stage at Gamescom, featuring not only Opening Night Live, but additional live shows featuring creators, gaming
Show me
events,
Civ 7.
and esports competitions that you can watch
Civ
either
7.
in person or by tuning in online. Now, up next is a first look at the gameplay of June Awakening, the open world survival MMO.
I am
and
kind of excited
news
for this
on
game.
when it's going to be released.
I'm kind of excited for this game. Kind of.
There is another path for you.
Yeah.
Awaken.
Whenever I see shooting in this context, it's always like, and that's what I mean, I'm
Begin
kind of
as a
interested in
nameless
this.
Prisoner. Sculpt your appearance, choose your background, and then crash into the planet. You are abandoned and alone.
Does it wear like rust?
Hunted by sandworms. Scorched by the unforgiving sun. Ravaged by sunstroke. Stick to the shade. Chase the moving shadows. Survive. Welcome to Arrakis, the most dangerous planet in the universe. Meet hundreds of other players in the vast online world. Befriend or betray those you meet.
So it's like Rust and
Form a
DayZ,
wary
okay.
alliance. In this case,
Yeah,
a spit dart rifle and a stealth
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy this. No. I see the inventory and I'm just like, get that away from me.
of staying alive.
It's gonna be a shooting game with like stats and everything. I'm out.
Base.
I've still haven't seen a single
Climb to
shooter game with stats that I've wanted to play.
Prepare for
In my
violence.
brain, stats plus
Choice
weapons.
of weapons and abilities
No,
determines your strategy.
it just doesn't.
Swordmasters lead the charge into battle. Literally.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Repel ranged attacks with a shield, and then take
Like, look,
them out. One
nah.
by one.
Nah, this ain't it.
Deploy
I'm
the
out.
Hunter-Seeker
I sleep.
and kill from the shadows. Take
That's why
what
DayZ
you
and Rust
can
are so
from the
good.
fallen. On Arrakis, nothing of value is
Both DayZ and Rust, you see someone, you shoot them, they die. That's it. There isn't like any sort of weird
harvest,
energy
and
shield.
gather
That's why I
with your
don't
group
like
to build bases and unlock more advanced
what's it called?
like the blood purifier.
The
Refine the
Titanfall
blood you
Battle
collected
Royale.
from
What the hell is it
enemies
called?
To extract drinkable water.
Apex.
Craft improved equipment using fabricators. Replicate your bases in new locations with the blueprint system, and then sell blueprints of your architectural wonders to other players. Lead your group to become
Yeah, that's
a
cool,
guild.
but the combat looked
On
really, really
Arrakis,
bad. I'm out.
A nameless prisoner can rise.
I sleep.
Construct an ornithopter and take
I'm just gonna
to
play
the air.
DayZ instead.
The world is yours to claim.
This is Duneman Kifilari reminding you to vary your route. Return on the
Yeah, I'm just gonna play DayZ instead. I'm not gonna lie.
My crew found a shortcut we become
The
Cool
in-game
premise, but
radio
this ain't it.
provides insight into key events happening across Arrakis. Map the desert.
Maybe
Discover landmarks.
because I know a lot about the Dune
desert
lore, but I
testing
don't think I'm like a huge Dune guy yet. I need to watch the movies. I know a lot of the Dune lore, but I haven't seen the movies,
Arrakis
and I
is a
haven't actually
vast
properly read the books. I just
You
know
can
the lore.
explore unique locations.
So if you're like a huge Dune fan,
Uncover
this has that
valuable
appeal alone.
resources, and search for secrets amongst the
But if I
shifting
wanted to play a
dunes.
game like this, I would just play DayZ or Rust even.
And then return to civilization triumphant with what you found. Harko village throngs with people.
Also, it
Spice
also has like an
traders,
extraction
guild
aspect.
bankers, smugglers, house envoys,
That's cool.
and of course, other players. Here, you will pledge allegiance to one of the great houses of June,
Yeah, this is cool.
the Harkonnen. But remember, to play politics, you need power. And on Arrakis, spice is power. In the
Yeah,
deep
that's cool.
desert, beyond the shield wall, hundreds of players scour the landscape, hunting for spice. Every spice blow has the potential to become a heated battle, with multiple guilds vying for the precious melange.
This was the best thing about the Arma 2
Even when
DayZ
it
mod.
looks like defeat is inevitable.
There
who
were events
understand
that
desert
made people
power
attack each other. It wasn't just a survival game, it was a survival game where things sometimes happen and everyone like descended on a single spot. That's the best thing about survival games. It's not about building a base, it's about like the player interactions that take place. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was really, really cool. But I'm not gonna play this though. I'd rather read about the lore. Coming to PC first, major W. You can already tell this is going to be a good game because of that. For people who enjoy these kinds of games, I guess.
Well,
Not for me.
you can't have a June game without the Sandworms, and the Sandworm summoning begins when June Awakening drops on PC early 2025. So the wait is not that long. And now, here is a reveal of a new game from Tarsier Studios, the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
Or is there a dead rat? Messed up.
Nothing lasts forever.
It's not a rat. It's a freaking sheep. This is what I saw in my nightmares when I was a kid, and I'm not even joking. These were my actual nightmares. Some eldritch being chasing me in a dark attic. Little Nightmares 3? I don't think it's supposed to be Little Nightmares 3, but it's supposed to be like from the same dudes. I think I only played the first one, and that was like years and years and years and years ago. I know of it, but I've never actually played it properly. Reanimal. I mean, looks cool. Looks cool. It's not 3. It's Reanimal. It's not.
That was Reanimal, the next big entry in the cozy game genre.
Cozy.
Now, would you like to discover the secret contents of Gamescom and receive cool rewards? Well, meet Epi, the robot on our website RPG Gamescom Epics. Prove your nerd know-how, solve tricky puzzles, win prizes, gather trading cards, digital trading cards, and jump from level to level until the final boss spawns. Scan the QR code below and the adventure can begin. Now, in its 4th year as an evolving open-world adventure, today Genshin Impact is unveiling more about the 6th Nation of Natlan, which will be released on August 28th. And we also have some news about when the game will be coming to Xbox.
My favorite types of games where I can just keep swiping my credit card and win. Not gonna lie, the soundtrack is bopping. The soundtrack for Genshin Impact is so good. Not gonna lie. I wish I enjoyed it. Because this freaking game gets more content than 90% of the stuff I play. It just keeps getting updates. Someone needs to make a game like this, but in the Souls-like genre. And without the gacha.
Locked on.
Genshin's so cool, but I couldn't get into it because of the gacha aspect. I will never play a game with gacha. And by never, I mean like I might play it once to see what it's about, but I'm never actually gonna... Because why the hell would I invest my time in a game where I can literally just like skip the whole thing by gambling? Like, bro. I would never... Because I've always said that I need the next game to ruin my life. Like World of Warcraft did. I need that next game. And when I see that game, I will know that it's that game.
Impact, and also coming to Xbox later this year, as we saw. All right, now it's time to
It's
head
not going
into
to be
the
Ashes of
wilds
Creation.
Monster Hunter,
It's not.
which is playable for fans.
I will never
for the
ruin my
first
life over
time
Ashes because
here
the
at
monetization
Gamescom.
structure has
Capcom
already
has an
ruined the vibe.
incredible booth.
Hold up.
But now to tell us more and show us more, please welcome
Oh,
to
Monster
the Gamescom
Hunter.
ONL stage, Ryozo Tujimoto from Capcom.
I thought it'd be Resident Evil. I need to get into Monster Hunter. Whenever I see people playing Monster Hunter, I just say hell yeah. It looks like a lot of fun. Oh, I've seen this guy so many times. Even I know this guy now. Speaks in Japanese. Thank you, Gamescom.
Hello to all of my
Oh,
friends in
there's a
Germany
translator.
and to the millions watching around the globe. I'm really thankful that Jeff has invited me to the opening night live stage so I can share a new Monster Hunter Wilds trailer with everyone.
今日のですね、今回ですね、ゲームズコンでは、初のプレイアブル出展も行っています。今後ですね、世界の、いろんな様々な地域で、このようなプレイアブルの出展も、考えていますので、そちらも期待していただけたらと思います。
I have to get into these games. Why are there so many games?
Before we debut the trailer, I just want to express how excited I am to kick off
I need to
our
become a
season of
streamer.
Monster Hunter Wilds hands-on
I just need to
demos
start playing
starting
games
at
24/7.
Gamescom. Now, let's take a look at the latest trailer.
I need to become a streamer. That's the only way I can play games.
Is this a Lollabarina floret? We must be near its nest.
Skill issue. That's cool.
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp.
Once your business here is concluded, you should find shelter. The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling.
I think we've seen like clips of them fighting on like the sand.
From the look of it, that must be this region's apex predator. Guild permission granted. Begin the hunt.
Understood.
That's me right there. He's even got my sword. Is this like the coolest sword they have? It must be, right? Because it's huge. Why would you use a club? A club is such a mid weapon. Just use a sword. I gotta get into these games. This looks like a freaking anime episode. I want to play this. Literally looks like freaking anime brought to video game. By the way, I still stand by my statements. I think the most anime video game that has ever been created is Elden Ring. Because I think no other video game fulfills that anime protagonist energy as much as Elden Ring. I still stand by this statement. I've thought about it for a long time.
Lies at every turn.
What is this? Oh, Naraka Blade Point.
Treasure. Secrets.
Different weapons break off different body parts, so you can gather different materials for upgrades.
Lost is meant to be found.
I need to get into the game. Cool.
Want a little taste of Shiranui fire?
Oh, they know.
Feel the flames of the Shiranui clan! Ode on the light, Akatsumi! Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
I mean... Oh, that was funny. The best part is when you weren't looking at the screen, just the noise. What is this? Is this like Armored Core? No, it's not. I don't like mech games. I've said this before. I'm not a mech game guy. Like, what the hell am I looking? What is that? Why are there lasers? I'm not a mech guy. I'm not. I don't like mechs. I think mechs are mid. I think mechs are the worst kind of, like, sci-fi. I do. Especially these mechs. If you have a mech that is just like a giant robot, that's cool. But when you have, like, these mechs flying around everywhere, like the Ava mechs, basically. The Ava mechs are the best example. I don't like the Ava mechs. I don't. That trailer gonna get me fired? Bro, if you had that, like, on a laptop, and you were, like, working or something, and everyone just heard the freaking noises...
That was a new look at Mecha Break, the multiplayer mech game. Okay, next, we have something exciting for fans of Monument Valley, the beautiful twisted puzzle game that we all played about a decade ago when it was first released in 2014. Well, tonight, we are revealing Monument Valley 3, coming later this year from Us 2 in London and Netflix Games. I played this. It is an absolutely beautiful, stunning game, and we've got your first look right now.
That's pretty cool. So it's like optical illusions, but in puzzle form. That's cool. I wish, like, my brain wanted to play these kinds of games. I think I'd get bored so quickly with this kind of game. I wish I enjoyed these. I want to Return to Monkey. It's a Wukong reference. It's not just like a Return to Monkey. I'm actually referencing Wukong this time. I mean, it's cool. But I'm probably not gonna... Exclusively on Netflix games. Oh my god, it's the most cursed thing I've ever seen in my life. Netflix games. Civ 7.
Monument Valley 3 drops exclusively on Netflix December 10th, 2024. Now,
Civ 7.
First released in 1991, Civilization is one of the gaming industry's biggest franchises.
Now we lock in.
Here at Gamescom, we are revealing the gameplay of Civilization 7 for the first time.
We know it's realistic. We know it's realistic because of the 404 page.
Please welcome Ed Beach from Firaxis Games.
This is where we lock in. Show me.
Thank you, Shocks. Thank you, Gamescom. It's hard to believe that it's been almost 8 years since Firaxis released our last Civilization game. So we're incredibly honored to be here tonight at Gamescom talking about Civilization 7.
Just call it Civ 7. Everyone knows what you're talking about. Civ 7. There we go.
Civ 7 is by far the biggest, most ambitious game Firaxis has ever made. Everything from its new gameplay features to its gorgeous new art style.
You freaking beat me to it. I was about to ask. So what you're telling me is I'm going to have to buy more DLC?
Please join us after opening night live on the Firaxis Game Twitch channel for our official gameplay showcase, where we'll deep dive into what's new in Civ 7.
Deep dives. I'm going to watch the deep dives off stream. Just show me the gameplay.
Narrator.
Just show me the gameplay right now.
On behalf of the team at Firaxis
Please show me the
Games,
gameplay.
who's worked so hard on this game,
Please show me the
I'm
gameplay.
so excited to finally give the world its first look at Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
The first green flag is that it's realistic.
Enjoy.
It's not going to be the freaking cartoony ass Civ 6. We know it's like Civ 5.
Was created during a time when we were just
This is peak gameplay right there. Oh, there it is.
Said, let's put the entire history of the world into a game.
This is we don't like that. That's a good compromise. This is a good compromise. It's still vibrant, but hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's still vibrant, but it has a realistic style. Hell yeah, there it is. to stand the test of time. I think they are expanding the district system, because the way that district built up, that looked very, very different. I'm gonna have quick animations on. I'm never gonna see this. I'm sorry. The nukes are back, right? Please tell me they're gonna bring back like the epic scenes where you talk to the dude. Because in Civ 5, the best Civ ever created, they had like scenes for every single Okay, I'm gonna have to watch the deep dive. I'm gonna watch it off stream though. In Civ 5, when you talk to February! In Civ 5, when you talk to all the dudes, there were actually scenes of them just like hanging out in their own room. It was so cool. Is this Starfield I Sleep? I think this is Starfield I Sleep. It's gonna be probably the car update.
Been asking ourselves.
It's gonna get delayed. No, it's not.
Is out there.
No, it's not.
And more importantly, can we drive on it?
Wow. I don't mean to diss the music, but this is the worst kind of music you could ever put for a space game. Was that a Wilhelm scream? I'm pretty sure it was. Is this a freaking YouTube video? Oh my God. I'm so happy that I don't care about this game.
Velocity at unsafe levels.
The Rev 8 has landed.
This is what you should have showed. This is what you should have showed. This is actually compelling. They're parodying car commercials. I know, but it was still bad. Like, you see, that's the thing. If you're parodying something, it needs to be funny. It was just cringy. But I don't care about it, so if people like it, I don't care.
Now it's time for an exclusive update on Marvel Rivals, the upcoming hero
I was never
shooter
interested in
from
Starfield,
NetEase
like, from
Games
day
and
one,
Marvel
basically.
Games. Tonight
Well, I
at
was
ONL,
actually,
we're
but
revealing
it turned
two
out
new
mid, so I
heroes who are
wasn't.
joining the game with a first look at their gameplay.
I'm not a space guy. There are very, very few space games I've enjoyed. I know what I like, and I like those things. Dark fantasy, that's where I'm like locked in.
Wakanda found a new home and a new hope. The source of vibranium, the foundation of an empire.
When you become a Jedi and start bending space and time and space to your whim? I don't think I would. I don't think there would be anything in Starfield that I would enjoy. I'm gonna be real.
Not so fast.
Is this like the Overwatch game?
Stick around. Armed and dangerous. Together to victory. Gotcha. And stay down. Maximum pulse. I can do this all day.
I know people are really enjoying this one. Apparently it's good. I didn't think we'd get like another successful like hero shooter, but apparently we did. Because now there's Deadlock too, right? There's Deadlock, there's Overwatch, now there's this. Because a lot of people still play Overwatch.
Well, I'm sure everyone who played the beta wanted to know Marvel Rivals will launch on December 6th, 2024. Now, Gamescom always strives to help the environment, and the event runs on 100% renewable energy and is climate friendly thanks to ongoing measures to reduce CO2 emissions. Exhibitors participate in the Gamescom Goes Green initiative by reusing their booth builds or avoiding single-use material. And yes, fans are planting more and more trees in the Gamescom
I'm a
forest.
good boy. I got
The
a glass
forest has
bottle.
been growing since
The same
2020,
one, the
thanks
one
to
that
all
still
of your
says
engagement.
detox,
And
because it
all
was
of
the
you can
only one
still
at the
help, of
store.
course. You can plant your tree
Still
in the
have my
Gamescom
trusty
forest
detox watermelon bottle
and
because
with
there
that,
weren't
it is
any
time
others.
to reveal the winner of the Gamescom Sustainability Award. This award celebrates an organization in the global game industry committed to sustainability and the environment. Presenting the award, please welcome back Lisa Pak with Playing for the Planet.
Why is it so loud?
Hi, Shocks, and hello, Gamescom. Thank you for having me again.
Well, it is our absolute pleasure, Lisa. And in case some people don't know and need a quick refresher, Lisa represents Playing for the Planet, an alliance of gaming organizations committed to taking climate action under the official umbrella of the United Nations. So how are things, Lisa?
Things are going great, thank you. With 3.3 billion people around the world playing video games, we encourage everyone to make a difference wherever possible.
Absolutely, and 3.3 billion players is so much. So do you have any tips for our players on supporting this great initiative?
No, that's one
Yes,
insightful
definitely.
line. 3.6 billion
Easy
people,
as
that's a lot of
remembering
people.
to set up energy
It
saving
is.
modes to avoid unnecessary energy consumption, or switching to renewable energy electricity services at home to reduce your carbon
Look,
footprint.
I've always
Everything
been
will make a difference.
Absolutely, every bit helps.
I've
Those are
always
great
been on
tips, and
very
I
much
already
on like
utilized
the
some of
side
those
of, you know,
myself, and I
don't do
hope
useless
a lot
things to
more
waste
people
stuff.
will. But
Just because I
now
think being
let's
wasteful is
celebrate some of
cringe,
the amazing
including
work
energy.
already done by gaming
But
companies.
Yes.
I don't mean to be that guy, but I think
Anyone
AI
can
training
set
right now is
ambitious
burning like more
decarbonization targets,
energy than you could
but
even
delivering
comprehend.
on that goal
So I don't think
and turning it into emission reductions
I think there are different things that need to be taken care of.
demands a clear and actionable plan as well as collaboration. And this year's winner has proven that it's possible to deliver ambition with execution across the board. And this year's winner of the Gamescom Sustainability Award is Tencent Games. And here to accept the award is Brent Irvine, the Vice Chairman of Tencent Games.
Not like this!
Thank you. First of all, let me say on behalf of Tencent Games how honored we are to receive this
Oh,
award.
no.
You know, Tencent Games encompasses a
Tencent!
lot of things. You know, everything from in-house studios like Timmy, global studios like Shark Mob, to our global publishing arm, Level Infinite. What they all share is a commitment to operating our business.
That's funny, I'm not gonna lie.
We are committed to carbon neutrality by 2030. And really want to thank all of our studios, all of our partners,
Tencent.
but most of all of our players.
The maker of my
Support
favorite
is
games.
Essential.
Well, to be
helping
fair,
us
I joke about
drive
Tencent, but they're like, Tencent owns like everything, so probably like my favorite games are actually basically by Tencent.
Thanks again, and back to the games.
Congratulations, Tencent and Brent Irvin.
So, yeah. What's going on, Gamescom? We're looking at games.
But that is not our only award. Everyone here and at home can vote for their favorite games playable at Gamescom.
One
in
Piece
this
news, we
year's
talked about it
Gamescom
earlier, it's about the
Awards.
live action.
You can visit Gamescom now to help decide
It's gonna
the
go
winners.
only up to
Voting
Drum
will
Island.
only be open until Thursday, August 22nd at 2 p.m. And the awards will then be celebrated this Friday at 2 p.m. at Gamescom Studio. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Shocks. You're doing a great job tonight. All right, we got something really special for you. Please welcome Deadpool director, creator of Love, Death, and Robots, and the co-founder of Blur Studio, Tim Miller.
Thank you, Jeff. Blur Studio has been making cinematics for over 30 years now. That means classics like Quake, Star Wars,
I don't know who this
Warhammer,
is.
Call of Duty, and dozens more. And we do this because we fucking love video games.
Okay. I mean, bro's got my respect immediately. He's blunt. He just comes out here and says,
And
yeah.
every time a trailer comes online, we see hundreds and hundreds of comments from the fans, like, why don't we see a movie like this? Or why can't we have a series like this? And we could not agree more, which is why we are so excited to share this series with you. 15 original episodes created in collaboration with Amazon Studios, and the publishers and developers of some of the world's greatest games. I'm talking new titles, existing games, indies, and classics. So we've been working on this show for 3 years.
What are you
I get
making?
a little choked up, sorry. I cry a lot. Sorry.
What is he making? Oh, I don't even know what to expect. So they've made 3 years worth of cinematics, basically.
All right. We've been working on it for 3 years, and I'm very emotional because I'm so excited. And it's finally time. So please enjoy the world premiere teaser of Secret Level.
I've got no idea what this is.
It is our love letter to games. And you can watch the series on Amazon Prime Video on December 10th. Not
Man,
too
this
far
guy's
now.
a Giga Chad.
So enjoy.
This guy
Thank
is
you.
a Giga Chad. This guy's built different. Wait, did they just make like an episode for like a bunch of games?
The world has waited for your arrival.
They made like an anthology series for a bunch of different games. Yeah, okay.
You will open
And they actually did it like a video game cinematic. That is...
because you are the chosen.
No wonder it took 3 years.
All those moments.
I saw a dragon. I'm sold. I saw a dragon. I'm sold. I'm sold. I saw God of War.
Just for you.
This is December. I saw Sifu too, yeah. Well, that's Warhammer. That's Sifu. Is that like Dragon Age or something? Can you please show me all the games in one place?
Have a game to play.
I never saw all the games in one place.
Young hero, the gods have taken an interest in your odyssey.
The bro was crying. At least show me what they made. I think they made like basically an anthology series of a bunch of different games. Like a trailer, but it's an actual episode. That sounds incredible. That sounds really, really cool. I hope it does well. Because that sounds like that's really pushing the envelope with this kind of stuff. Yeah, that's cool. This is like Age of Heroes or Age of Mythos or whatever that was.
To write your own legend.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Civ is coming out. I'm sorry. I'm not interested. I'm sorry. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Normally, I would be interested in this, but Civ's coming out. Age of Mythology. That's what it was. For up to 7 days advance. Oh my!
Day one with Game Pass.
Which day one?
The tower is the only sanctuary we have left. Together, we can give our people
This freaking early access thing.
to survive.
Towerborn. I've heard of this. I've heard of that game. Huh? Huh? Is this Battlefield? It doesn't look like Battlefield, but it also does look like Battlefield.
Asara Guard declared
alert occupants of Zero Dam on June 8th following an attack.
The conflict between the Alsara Guard and Havoc.
Oh, this could also be, what's that game called? Homefront?
The Alsara Guard is a tempest of disorder.
This could be Homefront.
Chaos wherever it roams. But we are home to strike at their very core. Havoc has cutting-edge technology, but is built on exploitation and suffering.
Can you please show me what this is?
United, we will plunge into the chaos.
X-Defiant?
To find a spark of peace. We
Is it multiplayer?
are GTI. No one gets left behind.
Delta Force.
Which we are announcing is coming to Steam Next Fest in October in advance of its early access release later this year. All right, let's head back to the Middle Ages for a new look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh, this.
With its
Why are there
authentic
so many
rendition
good games?
of 15th century Bohemia as an action role-playing
This is
game.
another game I want to play. And I think this is coming out soon.
Concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, and if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong
This looks
acts
so
of
good. There have been a
violence,
bunch of trailers from this. I'm so excited for this. Hell yeah.
I intend to wage war, not parley. Everything all right, eh? We need more people. The best thing would be to
Imagine if someone at HBO decided to make a Game of Thrones game like this. Imagine how much money they'd make. Literally this game, just Game of Thrones. It'd be printing money. Hell yeah. This is what I would love to live out my days like in not like that. Not like that. Why was everything so bright and vibrant in the Middle Ages? Maybe we should go back. February, oh.
I like that boy already.
Oh my god. It's February.
There is much more from that game coming this week during Gamescom. Now, last month, the ARPG Zenless Zone Zero was
I gotta
released for
become a streamer.
Hoyoverse, and
I think
now
that's
we've
the
got
only
debut of
answer.
a brand new area of new
I think that's the
narrative.
only answer.
Check it out.
I gotta become a full-time streamer, then I can play these games, and maybe I'll keep up. I sleep. This is another gacha game, I sleep. If they make a game like this that isn't gacha and actually good, I'll play it. Other than that, I sleep. They did an episode for Concord. Well, I mean, the game might be horrible, but maybe like what they made is actually pretty cool because they had that one cinematic, and that one cinematic looked good. I think that was the very, very first cinematic they made. That looked kind of fun. Maybe it's good. Who knows? I'll sleep. That is the most oversized, like, lipstick thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What the hell was that? It was literally like a lipstick was this size and the thing was that. What the hell?
The man who came had tan skin and wielded 2 swords. One black.
Wait, is this another Hoyoverse game?
Almost equal to General Fei Xiao. General Fei Xiao?
Isn't this just Genshin?
I know her well. You do? I know all her deeds on the battlefield by heart, such as
When General Fei Xiao fought her way in and out of enemy ranks 7 times. With a single strike, she knocked down 100 enemies. 1,000. No, 10,000. You're exaggerating. My mom told me about this. This is what my online friends found at the scene. Look! In the form of a beast, rushing forward like lightning, General Fei Xiao shouted among the ruins!
Are you my master?
That's complete nonsense. Nonsense? I have even more impressive stories.
SAO, bro, don't you liken peak to this? SAO is peak fiction. What is this?
Do you know how to get to the seat of divine foresight?
Honkai Star Rail. Okay, that's okay. That's actually goofy. Truly incredible.
There's
Another
a fun
gacha
little
game, my
tease, and
favorite.
that was a new look at
Imagine
the
you could play
fantasy of
Kingdom Come
Honkai
Deliverance
Star
2,
Rail,
or you
and
could
Fei
play
Xiao, a female general known for her
Honkai Star
prowess
Rail.
in martial arts.
Trade
Okay,
deal.
now we're heading to the Arkhamverse for Batman Arkham Shadow. It arrives later this year and is a completely new Arkham story exclusive to MetaQuest 3. I've played a demo of this, and I have to say the team, Camouflage, has done an incredible job bringing the world and combat into VR.
I got one.
Here,
Well, that's a DK too, but I have a headset. I could play it, but you know what the funniest thing is? I won't, because I sleep on Batman games. To be fair, you say you sleep, but Resident Evil 4 in VR was one of the best games I've ever played in my life, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Not just because it's Resident Evil 4. It was so much fun in RE4. In RE4 in VR. It was so good. It was just RE4, but in VR. Like the original RE4, not the remake. It was beautiful. This I sleep. This looks so...
Jim, this Rat King could be anywhere. A face in the crowd, a foot soldier in his own fanatical mob. So how in the hell do we find him?
Targets are all city employees, civil servants, public officials.
I sleep.
You could have been more than a
Xbox is yet to make one for console. There have been a bunch of weird rumors about Microsoft working for VR, but it seems like they're gonna go for like more high-end stuff. It's probably not gonna work with the Xbox. I think Microsoft is honestly keeping Xbox on life support. They don't really need it.
Something big's going down tonight.
Just my opinion. Can you pause on that Harley Quinn real quick? I didn't even... Was there a Harley Quinn? I didn't even see.
Our fears. It feeds the shadow deep inside us.
You're everything that's wrong with Gotham! I'm done holding back!
I can bring the Rat King to you.
Why did that sound like, what's his name? It sounded like Ezekiel's actor. I forgot his name. No shot is the same voice actor, right? Or same actor, rather. Sounded like Ezekiel.
Well, that trailer was buzzing, and the whole city is buzzing during this week of games. And this weekend, the heart of our beloved gaming metropolis,
Rat King
will
Shanks?
transform into the vibrant Gamescom City Festival.
Think you're funny?
There will be great music on 3 stages in the city center of Cologne on both days with another 100,000 guests. Now, if you haven't been there yet, you should definitely go and check it out. That is what's happening in Cologne, and also people from more than 100 countries are here. But Gamescom has fans all over the world, and I have good news. Gamescom is heading to other continents. The
Other
first
continents?
Gamescom LATAM took place in June, and
How about you stay on the same continent but just come to Latvia?
100,000 fans immersed in the gaming universe. It was a fantastic
You're
show,
already on
and
my
next year
continent.
it's
You
going
just
to
gotta
be
come up a little
even
bit north.
bigger. And Gamescom Asia returns this October. You can join in
Why
on the
are
fun and
all
the
events being
entertainment area to
held
find
in
out
like that
all
Sao
about the
Paulo
games,
area?
the
Is there
stage
like just a
shows,
big venue
cosplay,
there?
and much,
Because
much
Netflix
more.
also holds a lot of
Ticket
their
shop
events
is
there.
already open, or you can also
I suspect
tune
there's
in
just like
for
a huge
online
venue
show
there.
Prime time on October 17th. Now, who is ready for another world premiere? Announced last year at ONL, here is a new look at Little Nightmares 3.
Wait, so they're making Little Nightmares 3 and they're making the what was it, D-Animal game? Oh, I think they've split off. I don't think it's like the same. Latin America's booming up. Yes. Yes. By the way, YouTube is testing dubbing features, and I think they're doing this just for that. YouTube is already testing AI dubbing for every single video. So if I randomly start speaking French in one of the videos, that's not me. That is YouTube AI. And I cannot wait until someone speaks and then YouTube AI mistranslates it and they get canceled for something they never said. Now that's going to be the funniest thing of probably the year that it happens. Imagine just like speaking normally, but the AI misunderstands something and it translates it wrong, and you say something horrible, but it's your voice. You just get canceled for that. That'd be great. But the Spanish market and Latin American market, all those, they're booming. Yeah. Ever translated Twitter Japanese accounts? I have. It's a wild experience. A wild experience. YouTube already has buttons for that. It hasn't showed up for me, but like you have the subtitles section and it's swapping up for languages, and that's where the AI dubbing is gonna take place. It's a good feature though. I do think it's a good feature. I just hope it works. What is this? Or we have 2 official languages plus Sami and about 150 dialects. Well, to be fair, it's the same thing with English, right? There's like American English, there's British English, there's Australian. I'm not gonna do the accents because I can't. The same thing, basically. I think it's probably gonna go for like the most standardized things, right? Because doesn't Chinese also have like Chinese, and there's the like the simplified version that everyone uses? I might be wrong. I don't know.
You guys like that one? That's a beautiful game, Hurdling from Panic and Okamotive, and I'm so glad we could share that with you tonight. All right, Gamescom, we have a special guest joining us next. I grew up playing his games, and many of you did too. Titles like Populous, Dungeon Keeper, Magic Carpet, Theme Park, Black and White, and Fable. And tonight he's here to reveal his brand new game, which he's secretly been working on for the past 3 years. Please join me, Gamescom, in welcoming to ONL, Peter Molyneux.
Masters of Albion. That sounds like something I like. What is this?
He's back!
What an incredible honor it is to be here on the stage with Jeff.
Yes, Peter.
He's amazing.
This is so fun. So a couple months ago, you and I had
He is a legend. I know him, and I haven't played a lot of
I've
these games.
been working
I
on
know
the
this
game for
dude.
a number of years. You've kept very quiet about it.
Yep.
You really wanted to let the game speak for itself. But
Masters of Albion. That sounds like something I would like.
Right,
I don't
so
even need to see the game. Just the title
messing
sounds like something
around
I'd like.
on mobile, what the hell was I doing? I thought to myself, I need to come home. I need to come home to PC on console. So I've looked at...
He added console on later. He's talking about
things
PC.
That I've wanted to explore.
When he was
further.
making games properly, there probably wasn't even a...
Same with
Well, there
Black
was a
and White. I've
console.
taken
There were
things from
consoles.
Black and White.
There were consoles.
I've done the same with Fable, and this is what I'm showing tonight.
And to your credit, you've self-funded this project yourself. You put together a team of a lot of veterans from those games.
Yeah, I mean, I think my first realization is I needed to bring the old team back together again. So I'm working with people like Mark Healy and Russell Shaw and Ian Wright, the people that helped on and created.
He brought the
Black and
squad
White,
back
Dungeon
together.
Keeper, and
We
Faithful.
still got one more in us.
Anyway, let's have a look at Masters of Albion.
All right, here's the world
All right, what's
premiere,
this?
Masters of Albion from Peter Molyneux.
This is Masters of Albion. We're a team of 20 people dedicated to making something new, unique, and different. Here we are in the familiar, vast world of Albion, packed with stories, quests, treasures, and monsters. This is Oak Ridge. By day, you're tasked with building the town up, gaining resources, and earning money. By night, your town will be attacked by many of Albion's creatures.
So it's like Age of Empires, but PvE.
Anything. The food that people eat, the clothes they wear, the weapons they use, the armor they fight with. There is a strategy behind every creation.
This is really cool, but the cursor is so cursed. Look at the cursor.
My town's working hard to make that food. I can help out.
Oh.
Or not.
Looks so cursed.
I can also design, customize, and create all buildings.
None of this is going to be in the actual game. Those choices. What is this lore? What is there lore? Like what am I missing?
Needs defending against the horrors of Albion, and this is my hero's time to shine. You don't have to play in God mode. At any point, you can possess a character and play in third person. My hero is now under my complete control, and now it's time to fight.
Okay, the combat looks really bad. Yeah, that looks really bad.
My hero's getting overwhelmed. Let's switch back to God mode and unleash some real power. Okay, we survived the night. Now, let's design a better weapon for my hero. You can be as silly as you want, but bread swords just won't cut it. This is just a glimpse of Masters of Albion, an open-world God game full of combat, choices, mystery, and story.
That looks cool.
It's available
looks cool.
to wishlist on Steam now.
Management offers a reminder. We're all here to have fun. Player has been eliminated. It's not whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game.
I can guarantee in like 20 years, you will have people studying how humanity created Squid Game, a warning about society and the dangers of like capitalism and how like people in debt they're like ready to destroy their lives. You know, it's like a very, the subject matter of Squid Game is as depressing as you can get. And then these freaking companies came in and said, that's a good idea.
Countless times. Who I was, who I might become.
Isn't this Witcher?
All possible futures existing in motion. It is time to awaken.
It's not Witcher. What is this game? This is why I freaking hate these what is this game?
And it is my duty, my journey, to step into the unknown.
Why would I pre-order the game? I don't even know what the game is.
The Marlowe's Warlord's Retreat has brought peace to the region with a new faction rising.
Infiltrate the target area and get what's in that safe. The items are valuable, but
All right, what's this?
extract alive. We're under attack. They're on the team. We're ready to abort mission.
Is this that extraction shooter? I'm pretty sure it is. Also, shout out to them actually just having a logo, so I can see what the game is immediately. Half of these games is just like, yeah, you're gonna find out what this game is in 60 seconds, and we're never actually gonna show you the game. It's just gonna be cinematics. Someone needs to hold a game event where, like, cinematic trailers are banned. Like, straight up. Just ban them completely. Or actually don't ban them, because they're good to set a vibe. Allow, like, 10 seconds of them. Rest of it has to be gameplay. I think this is the extraction shooter. I might be wrong, though.
Arena Breakout Infinite is now available in early access with the full release coming at the end of the year.
Cool.
Now, over the years, Blizzard has been a big part of Gamescom history, and this week we are thrilled to welcome them
World
back
of
for
Warcraft?
the first time since 2019.
World
To tell us
of
more, here's
Warcraft?
the president of Blizzard, Johanna Ferris.
Oh, right, they have a new president now. I completely forgot.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to Gamescom.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us on behalf of Blizzard. This is such a massive
I don't think I've
moment, but
ever
it's
heard
such a
her
special
present
time to be
anything.
sharing it here with everyone at Gamescom, and we're just really honored.
Because she swapped in relatively recently.
We're very glad to have you guys back, and I know you got a big booth with Xbox, right?
We do, yes. And come on by if you're here all week long. We're proud of it. But it's also a particularly big moment for Warcraft. We have celebrations and anniversaries galore.
Hell
across
yeah.
Hearthstone, across Rumble, and of course, a very big milestone for World of Warcraft this year.
Yes, speaking of World of Warcraft, The War Within, its global launch is coming up very soon this month, right?
Yes, it is, and we're just days
Global
away
launch.
from
It's
the
not
global
global.
launch of
It's
The War
not global.
Within. August 26th, it's go time for that, and in 2 days, we'll actually open up early access for players, so we're psyched about it.
Lord
Come
how
out-
do I-
come
She's
on in and
dripped out.
join.
What do you mean?
And I just want to say it's masterful work from the team. The World Soul Saga opens up such ambitious creative territory for us, arguably some of the most ambitious we've ever seen since WoW initially released 20 years ago. And we can't wait to embark on it and share it with players.
Yeah, it's very exciting that this month.
All right,
time
but what
for
about
that.
11.1?
I know this is, you said, there's so many Warcraft anniversaries, Blizzard anniversaries, Warcraft anniversaries. How can players be a part of this?
Yeah, there's a ton of ways we're going to be able to celebrate, so we definitely hope that you join us. There will be in-game events that commence in October, so there will be more details on that, but players will be able
October.
to earn really cool in-game
I wonder
rewards,
why.
and we'll be finding some creative ways to celebrate the history of Azeroth together. And also be on the lookout for our very first Warcraft Direct, where the team will share more in the coming months on all the things going on for the Warcraft universe.
Okay, well, that's exciting.
That's interesting.
Now, I was wondering about
Warcraft
all the other
Direct.
Blizzard teams. Are they going to get in and celebrate these anniversaries too?
They are. There'll be some nice surprises along the way, but I do want to shout out tonight the Overwatch 2 team.
Okay.
They've been doing some amazing work to show their honoring of World of Warcraft and the legacy that it brings.
I want
There'll be a
WoW and
new
I want
collab in
Diablo.
September
I'm gonna
we
be
wanted
real.
to share tonight
You
with all
you
of a
canned
sneak peek
the
of
survival
very
game I was
first
actually
new
excited
skin.
about.
It's Widowmaker, and she's embracing her allegiance for the Horde as Sylvanas Windrunner. So be on the lookout for
Sylvanas
more
is
details
gone.
from the Overwatch team on that.
Okay, thanks for bringing a little scoop along with you. That's fantastic. Now let's move to another franchise that has a big year, Diablo.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
All eyes on October 8th. Yes. We are super excited.
Wait, it's
for the
coming
Vessel of
out in
Hatred,
October.
and we're
What?
even more excited.
I
that
didn't realize
here
it's
at
so
Gamescom
soon.
This week will be the chance to have the first ever live hands-on experience with our very new Spiritborn class.
I didn't realize it's
beautiful.
so soon.
It's awesome to play, and it's definitely a key part of what makes the Vessel of Hatred so special for us.
All right, well, I understand you might have brought a little something special with you as well.
We have, here's a look at our
So all the
mercenary
WoW stuff is going to be in the WoW
companions. So take a
Direct.
look
Okay, that
on
makes
behalf of
sense.
The Vessel of Hatred.
That makes sense. Which makes me happy because they probably have a lot of stuff stored up then. If they have to make a whole Direct about it. All right, let's see this.
Suffering, desolation, horror. This is the road we know in Sanctuary.
Wait, when is Path of Exile coming out again? Is it coming out at the same time?
Bound by secrecy, ready to stand.
I'm telling you, the only
fight
answer to
for
this is to
those who
become a
seek
streamer.
us out. My shield is your protection. There was a time we fought the vilest of Sanctuary.
You fools get uglier and uglier.
That's rude.
Until we were left with only our inner demons.
I think this cinematic, by the way, is a good showcase of what I mean. Diablo has the vibe. With Path of Exile, I don't yet have the vibe, you know? When I'm watching Diablo, I know it's Diablo.
And though we now wait, watching from the shadows, we cannot escape who we are. Why we fight.
Please, no! Stay away!
Or the fury that burns within us. I have your back.
I'm with you!
I will not let you down.
The shield looks cool. I'm never gonna use it though.
See it. Shoot it.
What is that imp thing?
Strength in numbers.
I am your guardian.
I am your redemption.
I am your vengeance! I am your rage!
We are the Pale Hand, and we are the reason you need never fight alone.
Wait, are these like companions? Or what?
That looks great. Thanks for the sneak peek.
What was
Of course,
that?
and it's my
What did I just
esteemed
watch?
pleasure to introduce Brent Gibson, game director of Diablo 4: Vessel of Hatred.
Hello, Gamescom!
Those are companions, right?
The team and I are so proud that Diablo 4 is the type of game that has something for all gamers.
Yeah, the
And in
mercenary
Vessel of
system, yeah.
Hatred, it's no exception. We are hard at work at adding new ways to play and new ways to grow in power. Like mercenaries.
Yep.
Ordinary people with extraordinary skills that you can hire to fight alongside you in your battle
Bro!
against hell. We're also adding the Kurast Undercity, an all-new multi-layered dungeon that gives you the control on the types of challenges you're going to see.
Not to
as
be
well as
rude, but I
rewards
don't
you
think
may
there was
get.
anything ordinary
And we
about the
also
dude
have
who
the
transformed
Dark
into a
Citadel,
demon.
Our brand new co-op PvE dungeon that challenges everything you know about combat in Diablo through a gauntlet of multiplayer puzzles and mechanics. We're talking about all of it right here at Gamescom. And so stay tuned if you want to see all the things that you're going to see in Vessel of Hatred launching October 8th. And I hope to see every single one of you on the floor all the way through the show. So thank you very much.
That's
See you on
all
the floor.
right. That's all right.
Thanks,
I wish
Brent.
they showed a bit more of Diablo.
All right,
Not
now
Diablo,
we're heading
WoW.
to the hardcore action role-playing world of the first Berserker Kazan, set for 2025 release. Intense combat meets breathtaking 3D cell animation in a
I
brutal
think I
world
saw
from
this,
next
and I
month.
think
Coming to
this
PC
looked
and
interesting.
console, let's witness the chaos that awaits.
I think I saw this.
The two wolves.
Gameplay somewhere? They will. Oh, after the thing.
Will tear into the neck of the aged lion.
Hell yeah. Oh, Nexon. I love Nexon. Nexon is so cool.
Fury. Made countless sacrifices.
Yep, I saw this. I saw this. This looked cool.
And the result of my devotion.
It's a really interesting juxtaposition of styles. Because the style is like anime cel-shaded, but everything else is kind of realistic. Hell yeah.
At this rate, you will die. Emperor, you will pay for this. Join
This
me
is so
later,
anime, I love it.
and I will help you.
I'm not gonna lie, the combat looks crispy. That parry he did, that looked crispy.
Our alliance has been formed.
I'm interested in this. I am. Technical closed beta test.
The constraints of the past
Oh, this is Ara.
are history.
I'm actually interested in this. Is a civilization competitor.
You rule the way you've always wanted.
Please, that's very cute. It is very cute. I really like this trailer, but please show me the
Every
game.
turn becomes an opportunity to triumph.
Yes. 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 Glorious.
It's your world now.
Are you just not gonna... It's coming out September.
Play it day one with PC Game Pass.
I gotta buy Game Pass. I gotta buy Game Pass. Dark and darker mold.
Shut up! You can't even run properly!
Cool trailer. If only this was the game. I mean, as a trailer, this is amazing. This is like an 80s D&D campaign. Do you have phones? Or a phone?
Dark and Darker Mobile is now available for global pre-registration. Now from NetEase Games, this next trailer is a new life simulation game where players can travel among super-powered worlds to craft their island and engage with friends. Let's take a look.
What? This is like Animal Crossing, but in the sky. Why so sad? Why so sad? It was all a dream? The game doesn't exist? The fantasy world you just showed me doesn't even exist? I'd also be sad.
All right, we got another game to show you, which will take you on an epic global adventure. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
If they show another freaking cinematic trailer for this that goes on for like 7 minutes, I'm gonna walk away.
There was a connection between ancient cultures.
Oh, they're actually showing game. Oh, they're showing gameplay.
A great circle. Does it exist? Is it the key to some?
They're actually showing gameplay.
That's up to you to uncover.
Last time they just showed like a 7-minute cinematic, and I was like, bro.
I'm Troy Baker, and I play Indy. It's humbling playing a character that so many people, myself included, look up to. As a kid,
Troy Baker's the GOAT.
Indiana Jones in the theater for the first time was a defining moment for me. And I never would have guessed that all these years later, I would be
Troy is the absolute GOAT.
But here I am. It's been a dream come true. A dream that I cannot wait for you to live for yourselves. The beauty of a first-person game like this is that we all get to feel what it's like to become Indy. You are the one who cracks the whip, who feels the weight of every punch and the thrill of finding every clue. Indy is such a unique character. Professor, an archaeologist, a brawler, an explorer, the quintessential all-around adventurer. And this game has everything you'd expect from an Indiana Jones adventure. Mysterious artifacts, cunning villains, ancient discoveries, hard-hitting action. It's a world of constant danger where you've got to think on your feet to stay alive.
I remember when Far Cry had this vibe. Far Cry 3, like, the best stuff was going into the temples. That was so cool.
Stunning open areas to explore freely, full of secrets for you to discover. And you'll get more than just the classic whip and revolver. Indy's journal and his camera will immerse you in the mystery, providing extra info on all of your finds so you can appreciate all of the little historical details he obsesses over. And those details are your key to solving the ancient puzzles that hold the secrets you're after. But ancient secrets don't come easy. It's best to have an exit strategy. This is an incredible new way to experience Indiana Jones, and I can't wait for you to play it. Hold on to your hat.
That's all right. That's all right.
Doesn't that look great? A world of mystery to explore.
Just like Uncharted game, it does have a similar vibe. Yeah.
The game comes
I didn't
out,
grow up
right?
with Indiana Jones, so I don't have like a nostalgic. One thing I'm very glad about. Have you noticed that I keep complaining about games coming out too soon? We haven't had almost any announcements with nothing to them.
For Xbox Game Pass
I think every
PC.
single game is coming out in like the next year.
There is one more thing that Machine Games and Bethesda wanted to share with you about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. The game's coming to PlayStation 5 in spring of 2025. All right, before we wrap up O&L, we do have one final game announcement for you. Check this out.
It's gonna be Grand Theft Auto 7.
This thing of ours, it's a brotherhood.
I'm locked in. I already like this.
Treachery and deceit
I already like this.
do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Mafia, the old country. Far Cry 7, I wish. Freaking Far Cry 7 is going to come out and is going to be the most over-the-top nonsense ever created.
Hangar 13. What you just saw is the first early look at Mafia, the old country.
They need to go back. Far Cry 3 needs to go back to... Far Cry 7 needs to go back to like 2 and 3.
We're going back to the roots of what fans love about the Mafia franchise.
Yeah.
Crafting a deep, linear narrative with that classic mob movie feeling. Mafia's success is
That's
built
what they
on
need
our
to
players'
listen to.
passion for the franchise, and we're so proud to return to Mafia with the old country. We can't wait to show you all more. Thanks for watching.
That was a fun surprise, right? All right, well, that is a wrap on Opening Night Live from here in Cologne, Germany. And we hope to see you again this December, December 12th, when the Game Awards streams live everywhere for our 10th anniversary show. It is going to be a very special night.
Can Wukong even win?
Where games are going
or has Wukong come out too
late? We don't want
late?
to say much now, but trust me, it's going to be a very special show. All right, well, thanks again to my co-host, Shots.
There is a chance that
Didn't she do a
Wukong
great
maybe
job?
can't even enter.
Thank you so much, Jeff. It was really great to be here. I hope everyone had an amazing time. And can I say something in German too?
Wukong is out. I know, but there is a cutoff period where games can no longer enter, even in the same year's Game Awards. I know Wukong is out. I know.
Well done, German. As
There's a
opposed to
cutoff
mine.
period.
I'm learning.
I don't
All
remember
right.
where it was,
Thanks
though.
so much, Shocks. Thanks to
It
everyone.
might have been
Enjoy
later in the year.
Gamescom. Have a great night.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff in here to get excited about, but a lot of this stuff wasn't really surprises. I feel like we'd seen most of this, to be fair. Like the Civ 7 gameplay, obviously I locked in for that. Kingdom Come Deliverance, I'm locked in for that. The Berserk game was pretty good. Or was that? This was like close to the end. It was like at the very, very end. The Berserk game was pretty cool. It's not a Berserk game, but it's a Berserk of sorts. But man, there are so many games coming out. There are so many games coming out. I don't know how I'm going to play all of them. I don't. The only answer is just start streaming a lot more. I don't even know. There it is. This is the best game. The best game.
And we said, let's put the entire...
Where was the... I'm just gonna look it up separately. I want to look at the, like, the cinematic trailer thing that came out. What was it called? The one I wanted to slow down. Like the anthology series. Where is it? I'm just looking through chat. X-Grid. Not that. I can't find it. What was it called? Secret Level. Yes. Announcement trailer. Okay, let's look at this in slow motion. That sounds so bad. So that is Warhammer. Okay. That is Sifu. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I feel like I know. I think I know the game, but I don't know what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know what that is. I don't know who this guy is. This actually looks insane. I think there's going to be a list of all the games, because I was complaining that they literally just blasted through that. There it is. There it is. This is all I care about. That's cool. I don't know what that is, but that looks really, really cool. Why? Bro. Did you see that? Why is he in a city? Why? Why is Kratos in a goddamn city? I I thought it was separate anthology series of different things. Why is Kratos in a city? Okay, I didn't realize they were actually blending universes. I thought it was actually separate things. I don't know what half of these things are. But I mean, the fidelity of this stuff is actually insane. This December, okay. Bro locked in, okay. I literally have no idea what's going on. The dragon is shooting someone with laser eyes. Sign me up. It's just random SWAT dudes. Okay, I'm gonna watch this for this shot alone. Look at this. Look, it's like 4 dragons. One's electricity, one's fire. One seems like earth or something? I don't even know. Okay, hold on. Imagine working on this for years and this is the freaking trailer they cut you. Warhammer. Unreal Tournament. New World. PlayStation. Dungeons and Dragons. The Outer Worlds 2. Pac-Man. Honor of Kings. I don't even know what Honor of Kings is. Armored Core. I do know Armored Core. Mega Man. I know. No. Exodus. I don't know what that is either. Spelunky. I know Spelunky. Crossfire. Don't think I know that. Concord. Do know Concord. Sifu. I know Sifu. I don't know who that is. Okay, but why was Kratos in a city though? Is this supposed to be a crossover? Because I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, I've got no clue what this is, but it looks really, really cool. I thought it was separate stories. Oh, it's a PlayStation? Oh. Well, that makes me a lot less excited. I thought I'd just see like 40 minutes of Kratos. Bro, PlayStation has a bunch of stuff that I don't care about at all. Actually, do they? What's a PlayStation entity that I don't care at all about? I don't think there are any. Yeah, actually, I don't think there are any. Because like Marvel, Spider-Man, that's not PlayStation, that's Marvel. Because they have like The Last of Us, right? That's PlayStation. They have Ghost of Tsushima, that's PlayStation. They have a lot of stuff that I actually really like. Yeah. Wait, maybe it's gonna have Bloodborne. Uncharted's good. Uncharted's good. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's not all that bad. Because I was gonna get mad. PlayStation, who cares? But no, PlayStation's actually pretty good. PlayStation has a lot of good IPs. I still like putting Kratos in a city though. That's kind of cringe. That's kind of cringe putting Kratos in a city. You gotta admit that it's kind of cringe. I mean, yeah, a bunch of this stuff wasn't really surprising. We knew a lot of it, but it was still a fun event. It's still a fun event. Like I said, there are too many games coming out. I wish I could play all of them, but I literally can't. There's not enough time. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there for today. I've been streaming for over 3 hours, I think now. Yeah. I need to get back to work. We have a... Is someone shooting off fireworks again? Oh god. All right, let me real quick scroll through Twitter. It's just the same stuff. Basically, yeah. Kingdom Come Deliverance, that's like a massive W. Obviously. The secret level stuff, I'm honestly really excited about that. Diablo 4, we knew about that. Civ 7, sign me up. The Aura History Untold, that's what I'm excited about too. And WoW, obviously. Because it's WoW. And Wukong, I'm going to play after WoW. So, yes. All right. That said, One Piece spoilers. I'm going to be careful. I'm just going to. I'm going to get back to work. I'm not going to be on the interwebs at all. So we should be fine. But yes, I'll leave it there for today. Thank you for joining me. I'm probably not going to be back on tomorrow. At least I don't expect to be. But maybe I will. Depending on how much work I get done, maybe I will. So we'll see what happens. But yes, thank you for joining me. And I shall see you back whenever I see you back. What even day it is? It's a Tuesday. So I might be back on Thursday. Because if the One Piece announcements are happening throughout the week, it's like the next 3 days or something. I'm probably not going to just come on like every single day just to talk about that. Maybe I will though. Maybe I will. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yes. I did see the chapter shorter. Yeah, I did. I suspect that is because they're working on the live action version. That's what I suspect it is. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. Enough yapping. I will be back. Soon TM. Have a good one. Bye-bye.